Well, I was just. Oh, so, okay. Yeah. Hello, whoever's out there. I know there's one person watching. Hope your day's going pretty good. Kind of nice today here, but it's gonna go in the tank next week. Feel good. Got all my paperwork done for next fall or next summer. I mean, spring. Got my blood taken. The only thing I gotta do now for the before the end of the month, get my registration renewed. Oh, well, it would be nice if one of you two that are watching would say something. Need somebody to talk back to. Can't believe how many fucking babies there are here on the internet. Also, if one of those two is you, hi. I know you're still alive, so maybe you watch once in a while, so hi. So I'll look in the news and see if I can find something to talk about. Oh, I guess before I go too far, I should say Happy Fuck the Cops Day. And fuck Google and their parent subsidiary company, YouTube, for thinking that them fucks who are not part of the fucking governmental system decided that they could fucking govern what we say and cannot say. And if the internet is a public system, it should be like standing on a street corner. We could say fuck near anything. So direct threats, you're gonna kill somebody or something like that, but you can give out anything you want to say. But on here, a public forum, they decided that they can restrict what we say, fucking take away our rights. See, these are all fucked up. Whatever happens if we come up with a class action lawsuit? You know, if we come up with a class action lawsuit on, I don't know how that would work, though. But yeah, if a bunch of fucking citizens got together and decided to fucking sue, now I'm a little bit too broke for me to try it, but there's got to be people out there that have enough money to try. I'll throw my name in the fucking hat to collect money. Ooh, back to there, so fuck it. Oh, fuck it, I won't do this right now. Good, good. Ah, what the fuck was I gonna do? Okay, there, here. Oh, that's fucking no good. Hey, Ogre, how's it going? What's new? Hey, Belle, how's it going? The stair panel? Probably. And how did that go for you, Ogre? You're obviously back, so I never picked you up and threw you in jail. Mm. And I bet you clued them in, eh, Ogre? Huh. Well, at least the cops have a fucking clue down where you're at, Ogre. Oh, that's good, Ogre.
Hey, how's it going?
Not too bad. How are you?
Not bad. I just figured it's easier for me to talk to you while I'm getting ready to go get trouble because I'm running behind. No, I did if the first video should be dropping soon. I did an outside. I walked all the way around, took good pictures of the outside, went around. It's a nice building, and then I went in. And as soon as I walked in, security approached me. Oh, you can't be filming in here. And I'm like, dude, it's public. He said it's private. I'm like, buddy, the building says Government of Canada right on it. Okay, everything in here except for that little restaurant right there is a government entity. I'm like, armed forces is right there, dude. And we went on, oh no, it's private. We went back and forth. I said, you know what? Do what you got to do. I'm busy. I'm going to go walk around. So I did. I went and walked around, did my thing, and left. And on the way out, I'm like, so let me guess, you guys called the cops, right? And he's like, whoa. I'm like, did you call the cops, yes or no? I said, because if you called the cops, I don't want to be running down the street or walking down the street and they pull over and tackle me to the ground or anything. I want to know. I said, I'll go outside, have a smoke, and stick around. And he looked at me when I said that. I said, don't worry, I'll step off the property. And so I stepped onto the sidewalk, had a smoke. I waited for about 20 minutes and they never showed. So I said to him, I said, listen, I'm walking south towards the station. I'm on, let them know if they show up, that's which way I'm going. I said, show them the picture of me when they hit the security cameras. They know who I am. Never heard anything, haven't heard anything yet. The shitty part about it is again, my camera stopped on me twice, and it stopped before I told him before I was like, all right, you know what, I'm out of here, blah blah. I gave him the last little tongue lashing before I left.
Yeah.
My phone stopped, and I didn't even realize the recording had stopped. So I missed a little bit of that, but I'd already done my thing. I walked through the building. I didn't go onto the second floor and third floor. I just walked around the bottom floor. Most of it is it's an all government building, but most of it is offices. So other than going up, if I needed to go up and get a passport up on the second floor, there was no need for me to go up there. I didn't want to push the luck because I didn't want to actually get tackled by them or push my luck with them and get arrested unlawfully. You know, they've already forced me off property once, so
Yeah.
I didn't want them to actually push the limit and take me in. I got to go get trouble and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna fight as hard as I can, as much as I can, doing this within the limits of what I have. And then if there's anybody out there that wants to help, you know, has got advice for me, can do something to support, then so be it. I'm willing to take that.
Yeah.
I put that. I even said that in the video. I was like, as I was leaving, I was standing on outside waiting and waiting. I said, listen, everybody. I said, some of you guys are going to think I'm a pussy because I decided to walk out and leave. I said, but I'm a single father. I said, I can't afford to get arrested and lose my kid. I said, I'm going to fight as hard as I can to do it. And I said, within my means. If you guys can't accept that, I apologize.
Well,
That's kind of the way I left that in the video. So,
yeah.
but the video's going to come out in two parts. So the second part I'll get put out tomorrow. I don't know when. I haven't downloaded it yet. The first one's still downloading, and I need my phone to go get trouble. So I might have to do school bus recording on this phone today, the one I'm talking to you on. So I won't be able to stay on the panel.
Yeah.
Plus, it's almost dead. It's only at like 40% from being out all morning.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, can't take us. You can't take us.
Yeah, it says right now the video should be done in about 20 minutes. And then I did 31 division? Damn it. I think it's 31 division I went and did. No, 52 division. 52 division. 52. I had Young and Eglinton yesterday. That was a quick little video. It went pretty good. I did a little walk around. Again, my camera stopped, so I only did the inside part. I only posted that part. It's only like, I think, maybe a 10-15 minute video, if that. I'm not even that long. It's a small little station there. Guy asked me if I needed help. Said no. Just asked him for his name. He pointed at it. It was some name I would have no chance of pronouncing. So I let that go. I let that go, and that was it. They had some cool stuff on the walls and shit like that, and photographed all that stuff, and that was about it. And then I left. I posted it as a pass. In my opinion, I thought it went pretty good. No one approached me, no one harassed me, no one said anything. So that's the goal.
Yeah.
Even when the security guard was chasing me around, well, not really chasing, following me around the government building, he was going on and on. Oh, we are. You think you First Amendment people? This isn't the United States. I'm like, dude, this is my right, Canadian. As a Canadian citizen. I said, I'm not looking. You go, oh, you're just looking for a confrontation. I'm like, no, dude, I'm the opposite. I don't want a confrontation. I want to come in, walk around, take the pictures, honor the troops. The guys coming in and volunteering to do this stuff. I said, I spent 4 years with them. Come in, honor them, and leave without being harassed for exercising something that I have a right to do. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't want to hear it. So, I'm not looking for conflict. I would rather have nothing. I'd rather go in, be cordial. Hey, how's it going? Everything go great, and get out. I won't get arrested that way. I'm not going to get beat up that way. I'm not going to get beat down by cops that way. That's not my goal, is to get all beat to shit and arrested. My goal is to do what I can to preserve the rights of Canadians and for my daughter and your family and everybody else's. Some people don't get it. Some people don't see it that way. Community safety. I had a guy approach me yesterday about filming on the corner and stuff. Oh, you got all up. I'm not going to post it. It was a good video, but I'm not going to post it. He's kind of got in my face a bit, and I was like, and then he's like, oh, this First Amendment, I know what it's all about. And I'm like, well, then, dude, why are you bothered? I'm like, that's, plain and simple. I'm like, you get it. I said, and then he realized, he's like, oh, you're the guy that's out here filming the cars running the stop sign. I said, yeah. He's like, well, why didn't you say that? I'm like, I don't have to, dude. That's the problem. I said, this is what I'm trying to get across, and, what I'm doing. It's for educational purpose. You figured it out on your own. You just took the hard way to get there. So just coming up and say, hey, man, you see anything good today? So, like I said, I'm not going to post that one. It was a decent video, but nothing worth posting. The one I missed is after I left, I went to the grocery store and ran into the security guard in there, and him and I were just chit-chatting for about 45 minutes. I wish I had that on camera. This security guard's a private investor. He does a whole bunch of stuff, but he actually knew the law. He knew the Canadian Charter of Rights. I was telling him what happened up to the government of Canada. He's like, no, man, that's not right. You're allowed to do this. And I'm like, man, finally, an educated security guard. And I'm like, of course, I come across someone who's educated like you. With this video, I'm like, if I were to post it, it probably wouldn't get a whole lot of views. I said, but the people that view it and get the importance behind it would understand and respect that video more than a video where you and I are fighting and going at each other over a mask or something. He's like, really? I'm like, yeah. I said, to me, those are the videos I'd rather watch. Those are the ones I like. I don't mind if it's a little boring commentary or narrative's a little funny or whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But anyways, my friend, I'm going to let you go. I just wanted to come up and say hi. I haven't been around for a bit. I've been busy. Like I said, I've been going out, and I hit a police station, government building today. I'm still dealing with the government myself, trying to get my money from them. So
yeah,
that's
I understand. Life gets in the way of a lot of things.
So, and I don't know who else is out there. Hey, Melvin, how's it going? Guide to Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms. I have that. You know what? The guy made me stumble too. He, whoa, what rights are you talking about? And I'm like, and then he's like, see, you don't even know. And before I could say something, he asked something else, and it got me off track. But because my mind was going somewhere else, because I was thinking of something else at the time when he asked me, and it just threw me off. I was like, God damn it! But that's something I gotta work on myself, is get on the panels and talk with people that aren't going to be all rah, 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 screaming, yelling. More be able to help me learn the proper way to speak to these people, because I am an ogre and I am a little rough in my word, the way I word things. So
yeah,
just coming across. Though I sent Ashcan, if you're out there anywhere listening, I sent you an email and a text message. I hope I got the right number. I went to your about page. Hopefully I got the right email and phone number. But like I said, I got to go. It's running into time. I got to go watch buses.
You betcha I will catch you later. Thanks for coming up, Ogre.
Oh shit! I was just gonna say that Ashcan's seeing the doctor right now,
Yeah,
so he's a little busy.
but he got some bad news or something earlier.
Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, great timing, eh?
Goodness, not your phone.
I know.
Not like everybody else who get shitloads of calls while they're on here and texts.
Yeah, we will there, Org.
You betcha, Ogre.
So what's been happening, Myron?
Oh, fuck all.
Same.
Well, I went downtown this morning and got my blood checked.
Oh yeah.
You can't even tell where I got the needle.
Oh yeah.
Fuck, she did nice. Well, I've had it taken quite a few times in the last 3 years. Some of them are fucking. They just. I had one go in with a needle, and she didn't hit a vein, so she just pulled it back a bit, and then she started jabbing around,
Oh
trying to fucking find
shit!
it.
I don't know how many vials of blood they've taken out of me now. Fuck, I've lost count. So many.
It took 6 out of me today.
Yeah. It's crazy. Think about it, all 25 years. Fuck, they took a lot of blood out of me.
Yeah, they've been pulling just once a year. They've been drawing it out of me. Oh yeah, but once a year. They like to test and make sure that I'm looking after my diabetes.
Yeah.
And I guess the other stuff too, because he does tell me if I'm out with some of the fucking tests that they do. But I've never had a problem with anything once I learned what I needed to do to get my diabetes into shape.
Well, what's diet, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes they give you medications too, right?
Well, I got the medications, but
Yeah.
when I was working, it was hard to decide where to keep it, because you don't want to pass out at work from dropping too low,
Yeah.
and you don't want to run around being too high all the time because that gives you long-term problems. If it's really high, it'll kill you off a lot faster, give you gangrene or something.
Yeah, there's all kinds of problems, eh? Kidneys and eyesight and
Yeah,
all kinds of weird shit that could fuck with, eh?
yeah. I think I have glaucoma and cataracts, I was told.
Yeah.
I got drops for the glaucoma.
It's not uncommon when you get older to get that, though.
Yeah. And pretty common if you have diabetes.
Yeah. Yeah, it exacerbates the problem.
Yeah.
Sort of sunny here today. A little bit of clouds, but mostly.
Oh, it's sunny here today. Fuck. Give me a second.
It was frosty, crispy in the morning, though. Everything Everything was frozen.
It's at 0 white right now. Feels like -2. And it's supposed to get all the way up to 1 degree today. And
Holy, a whole one.
then -9 tonight. Ooh, I fucking filled my truck up with gas today too. Well, I didn't quite fill it up, but I got it close.
So we got a high of 9 and a low of 1 today.
Oh, you got pretty nice. I've got a high of 1 and -9.
Oh, Friday it's saying it's going to be 11.
Oh, fuck. I think we might have a better. Let's see. Friday, 1 degree.
Yeah, it's saying 11 and a low of 0. 11 high and low of 0. I don't know, man. We'll have to wait and see what actually happens on that day.
This next week is not too bad here. The worst day is -10 at night.
Yeah, our current temperature is 8 Celsius. Let's see what we got going here. Yeah.
And for all you wussies in the States, it's cold, but not that cold.
Not yet. We still got a bit to go before it gets that cold.
Yeah, which is good because I want to get my registers clean before it gets that cold.
Yeah, we've had 40 below here.
I had that last winter here.
Yeah, few winters, quite a few winters up here, 40 below for about a week or two. It's like fucking. Then a snowstorm we had, and the snow was going sideways.
Yeah.
Because of the wind.
Yeah.
It was falling sideways.
Yeah.
And the wind, the chill, the wind chill, it just go right through you. Felt like, whoa.
Well, last winter here it was something like 43 degrees, -43 degrees. It was the wind chill. It was -48 or -51, I think. And I can't remember. I think -51 was Fahrenheit and -48 was Celsius.
Ooh, so you get up there, eh?
Yeah. No, no, we get down there.
You get down there, yeah. Yeah, ours is around, 40, -40 Celsius.
Yeah.
Maybe a little more, a little less, because I remember one year I went up to Big White, so up to the top of the mountain, and holy motherfucker, like my face was freezing off. I had to put my hand on my face all the time it stung.
Yeah.
And otherwise I was bundled up. Anybody that wasn't wearing anything properly, man, they didn't stay outside for very long, I tell you. It was biting at you. That cold.
Yeah.
And I remember the whole village, it was just abandoned. Nobody was outside at all. It was just too cold. And the snow sounded funny too, crunched or whatever weird noise. Crunching on it, crunch, crunch. Not a normal crunch that I'm used to listening to.
Yeah.
It was crispy. Crispy cold.
I better fucking take my stretch my electrical cord out the way I like it before it gets cold. Pretty fucking hard to get it to move right when it's all stiff from frozen.
Yeah. For sure. You gotta be careful. Sometimes they get too frozen. They'll crack when you step on them or something.
I see, that's it. The way I put mine up, it's above bump head.
Yeah.
It doesn't hit the ground.
Okay. So it hangs.
Yeah, I've got a tree that I can hang it when it's not in use, and uh, it's up high in the tree so that I can just run it, and it runs over to the front of the truck without hitting the ground at all.
Yeah. Right on.
Because I hate having to dig it out of the snow, especially when you got a fucking loader coming in here to clear out.
Yeah. Makes sense. Ingenuity.
Yeah. If my axe was a little sharper, I'd take it out there and lop off a few fucking branches off that one branch that I want to use. A few smaller ones, but fuck. That's too much like shock to my side.
Yeah.
So I'll just say fuck it.
I might have to go out too, man.
What's that?
Said I might tomorrow too. Get some groceries.
Yeah.
Well, I got stuff to eat. I just nothing I feel like eating.
Yeah. I know the feeling. There's just nothing I want to eat anymore.
Well, I do need bread. I don't got any bread.
Yeah, well, I got a loaf and a half left, I think. And that's enough to get me through till tomorrow noon.
Yeah, time to get out and get some more.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I was almost thinking of heading out and getting some groceries tomorrow too. So what I had my bun for breakfast about 8, and I just had some snacks, so I should be good for a bit. Well, sort of lunch snack, I guess. I had spaghetti or lasagna in a box this time. It had some nuts, corn nuts, and then some beer nuts, and a handful of walnuts. And
That's a meal.
that was my lunch.
Yeah, that's a meal, really.
Yeah, that was my lunch.
I had beans, taco chips crushed into the beans, and a slice of sourdough bread.
Yeah, I like sourdough.
Me too.
Like, 'cause it's squishy and soft. But I don't know. I like French bread once in a while too, because it's chewy.
I
Yes,
eat just about any kind of bread.
chewy. Well, I don't know. White bread, I'm not too big on. But unless it's like Wonder Bread or something really moist. I like the moist stuff, I guess I'm saying.
Yeah, I toast most everything, so well, yeah, even the fucking uh, sourdough's pretty gooey on the inside, toasty on the outside.
Once in a while, I get bagels too. Once in a while,
Yeah, and I don't get those.
get a get a bagel, and I cut it in half, and then I squish down the inside of it, and crack an egg open in it, and cook it like that.
Geez, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I squished the bagel on the inside so it closes the hole in the middle,
Yeah,
and it's like a little bowl. And I crack egg in there and cook her up. I don't know. Sometimes I'll put some cheese on there, or ketchup, or onions, whatever I feel like, right?
Yeah.
And that'll be my breakfast. Right now it's pizza buns. I like the pizza buns better because they're like what, 50 seconds and they're done in the microwave. Boom, I'm eating them.
Yeah.
And then the quicker I can satisfy my tummy, the more happy it is.
Yeah.
But I always have to wait for the right time.
Really?
Yeah, right when my tummy starts getting kind of nauseous and crampy, then that's time for food. It's telling me it's hungry. So the quicker I can eat, the better off I'll be. And it's almost like I force the food down. If I smoke a joint first, it goes down a lot easier. I don't feel that nauseous and cramps, right? It goes away. And it's easier to eat. But I kind of almost don't like being stoned right off the bat in the morning. I want to get some clarity in my head so I can plan my day, I guess, and do the shit I have to do.
Well, you gotta learn to be like me and just be able to work through the stove.
Yeah, I know, but like grocery shopping, I make all the bad decisions all the time when I go grocery shopping stoned. It's like, oh, chips, chocolate bars, ice cream. And then I realize, I didn't even fucking buy any food for supper tonight. God damn it. So just bad choices when I'm stoned. So I try not to do it when I go grocery shopping. I'll wait till after I get.
Yeah. See, I go in with, I don't eat chocolate bars, but I usually get a pack of hot pepperoni and a pack of jalapeno taco chips. And that's a treat for me.
Yeah.
Instead of all the sweetness.
See, I like to get the pepperonis and block cheese. Eat that together. That's what I like.
Yeah.
Like chop off a chunk of block cheese and bite into it and bite into some pepperoni.
Yeah.
That's what I like for my treat, you could say. Because their pepperonis get too fucking expensive, goddammit. Usually the first thing I go for is bananas. I go for a thing of bananas. Because they're still pretty much the same price as they ever were, so.
Yeah, considering they're a cheaper brand of banana.
Yeah, well, it's just the generic stuff or whatever. 79 cents or something a pound. It's been like that forever.
Yeah, but see, and I thought I was talking to you about this yesterday, where the old bananas
Yeah.
were tougher. So, we're getting shittier bananas for the same fucking price.
Yeah, that's just because the proper bananas we used to get, they all went extinct because of that disease, or almost extinct.
Yeah.
That's why they replaced them with these ones. A little bit less tasty, a little bit less nutritious, but it's the next best thing, right?
Yes, they should be 50 cents though.
Oh, it would be nice, but it's just what it is. But in my grocery store, they've been that price forever, so that's usually what I grab. I grab some bananas all the time. Every time I go grocery shopping, that's the first thing I go, because they're right there.
Either 89 or 99, and yeah, they're on the opening when you walk in the door that's in the first aisle.
Yeah. I don't know, it's just one of the first thing I grab. And when apple picking season comes, that's when I start looking at the apples because they get cheap, right?
Yeah.
Because there's abundance. Then I might get a sack of apples instead of a thing of bananas. But mostly it's always bananas. I just like them so. They're somewhat good for you, aren't they? They got like potassium or something.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, they have good properties to them.
yeah, so they're somewhat good for me. Like the actual fruit, a real something real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Actual fruit. Maybe the pesticides aren't so good for me, I guess, but I don't know.
Well, I get most of my fruit dried, so I'm hoping they took care of it the right way.
Yeah, I like the dried fruit thing.
I get apples for my dogs. They
Yeah,
like Granny Smith the best. So do I.
I like the dried pineapple and uh, oh, what is there? There's mango, dried mango pieces.
Yeah. But no, I'm talking fresh. My dogs like fresh apples.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I like fresh apples too, but all the dried stuff is yummy too.
Oh yeah.
But pretty expensive to buy in the store though, unfortunately.
Well, everything is anymore, Melvin.
Well, I don't know. I got a big bag of corn nuts for $6 and a big bag of beer nuts for $6. That's pretty good. Fucking bag of fucking like dried fruit or whatever. I'd get a little teensy weensy bag for $6. It's like what the fuck? Maybe 1/4 of what I got in these other bags.
Yeah.
Because I look at there's bags that are like mine, but they're more expensive because they got different shit in them, right? It's like
Yeah.
14 instead of $6 or $14, right? For the dried fruits. Or the trail mix, I guess you can say, with the dried fruits and raisins and everything in it. I like it. I want to eat it more often. It's just kind of a little stretching the budget there a little bit. Gotta be careful, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just telling the guy upstairs the same thing. I got to be kind of careful with my budget. I got to watch myself. I don't want to go hungry. Fuck that.
Yeah. I'm good. Good. I can go hungry. I'll never go hungry because I've always got the food bank.
Yeah. I guess they moved ours now. I thought it was all the way downtown. They moved it now. It's closer to me now.
Oh,
Still a ways away. I'd probably need a drive, but take the bus.
yeah.
But at least it's closer now. But I haven't been there for a while. Last time I went is because my friend was too shy to go or whatever, so I went with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, signed up and everything with him. Or too ashamed to go, I guess. I guess you can better words for it. I said, "No, man, fuck, you need it. You know, you need it. I need too. Let's go, right? I need
Yeah.
some. You know, I qualified too. Let's go, right? Get you some." And then I was already signed up, but they just redid it and stuff. You know,
Yeah.
renewed it, whatever you called it, and put him on there. And then he put it on there so I can go down for him because he's in a chair and shit. So yeah, I don't know, he's getting walking towards the end here. I think It's hard to say. It's hard to tell. The old guy might outlive me for all I know. He's not much older than me. He's 55, but his health is just not there.
Yeah.
Doesn't eat enough. He's paying $800 rent an apartment and bills, and there's no money left for his food. So he starves himself so he can have his car and everything, right?
Yeah.
And then he buys a bag of pot, and now doesn't have enough money for food, and he's just letting it go a little too far at times, right? Not
Yeah.
eating once a day or not eating at all. And then lately he's been going out and begging now too. So it's like that's not. I don't think like person should have enough money to live off of, man. Especially, you know, a disabled person like that.
Yeah, but the government doesn't think so.
Yeah, of course not. It doesn't understand, or something's not right.
Oh, they don't care. If they paid everybody what everybody really should get, then they'd have to fire a few of them because that's where all the money's going. It's going to administration. It ain't going out to the fucking people who need money.
Yeah, no, I started looking into all that, and I found out a lot. We sent a lot of money outside the country to other countries to help them out too.
Oh, we always do, yeah.
That's what I see, and it's millions. And I know, like I said, or say, like with our food supply, like a lot of the stuff that we produce, we sell to the rest of the planet. They depend on us, right? If they didn't get our supply, they would be hurting units. So,
Yeah.
so we do contribute a little bit to this planet, I guess. Canada does do something for the planet.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's millions and millions upon millions of shit. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe if they paid a proper amount, then people wouldn't want to work, and everybody would start applying for disability, and then they wouldn't be able to handle it because there'd be too many all at once, and they'd be like they wouldn't know who to approve and deny, right?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how that works. So I know there's some kind of criteria, right? But I don't know what it is. As far as I know, it's anything that stops you from full-time employment. So it could be a mental or a physical, right? Anything that stops you from full-time employment.
Yeah.
That's how I knew. I was like, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm fucked up in bed all the time. Like I said, it was a lot worse at first, Myron, before I figured shit out for myself. It was bad. I was doing this sort of same thing you do, sleeping fucking all day and not having any energy, not eating, losing weight like crazy. Well, not like crazy. I think it took a couple years for me to drop from 180 down to 135.
That's still a little bit quicker than me.
Yeah, it took a while, but I never weighed 135. Last time I weighed that much, I was 17 years old. Yeah, so.
I
Yeah,
can't remember. Last time I was under 200, I was, what the hell, about 32, I think, or 33. A couple of months after I split up with, well, a month after I split up with her, I'd lost 30 pounds, I think.
yeah. Well, my normal weight was 186, but I was pretty solid.
Yeah.
I had people tap me on or pat me on the shoulder or whatever and said, "Whoa, what the fuck? You're hard. Like you're pretty fucking, for I guess, right?"
Yeah.
And I just bug them. Yeah, I'm not old and soft like you, right? Now I'm the big softy. Well, it's mainly my gut, I'd say. That's mainly where I hold all my weight.
Oh, that's where I got all mine, I think.
Poofed out gut.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes when I get bloated, man, it's like, holy fuck. Fucking 9 months pregnant or something. When it puffs right out. When IBS kicks my ass and looks like Ashcan's back from the doctors. He's talking, I think.
Is he on his own stream?
He's on Epic Stream right now. It looks like he's might be in the doctor's office. He's just talking on it to everybody.
Oh. Well, I'll hear later what's going on.
Yeah. I just bump around here and there, pop here, there, see what's going on.
Yeah. You need to pee. Are you sure you need to pee? What about Effie? Go ask her. Hey, you should go ask Effie. Of course, if I take this G, you could be in and out. Out and in.
I haven't even looked up the news or nothing today yet, Myron.
Well, the news that I look at on fucking, what is it? Yahoo, there's fuck all on it for news. It's all fluff.
I get a lot of my news from YouTube. I start bouncing around, I hear some rumors that something happened or whatever, and then I look it up and I go, there it is. I got to watch a video of whatever the person being there, right?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Or Facebook's another one for local. That's my local news, I guess. My local grapevine is Facebook.
Oh, I got a local town paper that I could read some of it online. I paid for a subscription. I can read all of it online, but what the fuck? I don't really need it.
Yeah.
So I just don't pay, and I just read the major stuff.
I think the only time we get a free paper now is on Sundays. I think it is. Sundays we get a free paper. I don't know. It's whatever the local chit, Capital News, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I don't really read the mainstream stuff.
Ours is out every Wednesday is when they put the paper out.
Yeah, I remember it used to be like that, and you'd get a TV guide in it too.
Not this town. In the bigger city, yeah, out in Edmonton, you would get the TV guide in the paper.
Used to, not anymore.
Yeah. Well, there's so many fucking channels on TV, they don't. And it used to be, well, we only ever had 2 fucking channels until this. You know, if you're using an antenna,
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
only got 2 channels here.
I don't know. I think we got 3 or 4 channels with antenna, and then we got cable, and it was like 13 at one time, and then that jumped to 30, and then now we're at fucking gajillion, right? Right. It's like so many of them, and then the internet's even opened that up even more now. It's like, holy fuck, I can just about watch anything I want at any time, right? So it's like it's a lot's changed since the antenna.
I was thinking earlier, Melvin, what do you think if, and I know I can't afford it, but we could get somebody else that could. We need a class action lawsuit against Google and YouTube.
Like restriction of speech or something that'd have to be a.
Yes. This is a public forum.
Yeah, they're trying to lobby something like that in the States, because Google is in the States and stuff, right? So they are trying to lobby. But when Trump was going on, they're trying to, and they ended up blocking Trump. But they're really not supposed to do that because he's the president. He's a political figure. You're not supposed to really block them.
Yeah. Well,
but they did because Trump don't like Trump, right?
Yeah, but
Orange,
see,
orange man bad.
they're public forums, and just like if you were standing on a street, that's a public forum. Coming
Yeah,
in here is a public forum. They can't restrict what you say on the street. So
yeah.
how the fuck could they restrict you here?
Well, because the sidewalk considered a traditional public forum, and YouTube wouldn't be considered that. It's still a public forum, but it's not a traditional one, right? We have to bring it into that, right? We have to make it a traditional public forum for everybody to be on, but we're not there yet because we have to lobby the government to make it to put it into a law to force them to, right?
Yeah, they won't do nothing unless they get paid.
Because there was some weird law or something they're written on, so they're not publishers, right? And
Yeah,
publishers are not supposed to censor, but they at the same time they have to do some censoring because you can't have kiddie porn and murders and all this stuff going on YouTube, right? That's not good. So
yeah,
there is sort of censorship there. So they made it in this sort of way so they're allowed to censor, right?
yeah,
And it's so but they're not a publisher, so they're protected so they don't get sued, right? Like rate things and stuff like that. They are sued for what we put up. See, we put stuff up, but they can't get sued for showing it.
yeah. See, that's why I say,
So we're in this weird fucking area where, like I said, YouTube's allowed to, make up the rules and stuff like that, and of course, you want to block all that bad stuff, but
yeah,
now they're stretching into speech, and it's talking, politics, talking about the health thing,
yeah,
crisis, anything you talk about and they don't like it, you get canceled. Because even the what's that guy fucking? There's a few of them that have been booed off of YouTube because of things like that. There's Stefan Molyneux. He's sort of like a philosopher of sort. I don't agree with everything he says, but he's a good listen once in a while, right?
yeah.
And then there's that other crazy guy with the conspiracy theories. I don't even remember his name now. God damn it.
Alex.
Yeah, Alex Jones. That's right, Alex Jones. It was him, and he would just rant and go off about all these fucking kind of things. I don't fucking believe half of what he says or anything, but it was kind of interesting to watch every once in a while, and
Yeah,
then it made you think, oh, what the fuck? Maybe let's check this out.
yeah,
Like he brought up things that would about things, right? Instead of just the norm. And I think that's the problem. Oh, you're leading all these people off the rails here. We want everybody over here on this train, not running off to every other direction, right?
yeah,
Pulling us away from the path, right? That the government's trying to lay out for us. It seems like it.
yeah,
But I don't know. I sort of understand the same thing, like I guess you need, like I said, some control over the internet, but when you go to the point where you're kicking off Alex Jones just because he gets too many followers, his message is not like anybody else's, right? Like he'll
yeah.
go the weird stuff, the cult and all kinds of weird stuff. Drinking baby's blood or whatever, like it,
I watched him, but that was before he started going crazy like that.
yeah, but to me it was more entertaining kind of thing,
Yeah, yeah,
right? And then you got like Rebel News. Like Rebel News is on the verge of fucking getting kicked and stuff too, I guess, because they're media, but I wouldn't say they're mainstream. It seems like they're going against them, right? Against the
yeah.
stream. It seems like it. One of the only ones, and it seems that they're large enough where they can sort of afford to go to court to fight. Right?
Well, they are large enough that they have helped a shitload of people here in Canada fight Like they're helping the ministers that have been sent to jail. They've got lawyers, and that's
Yeah.
one thing everybody seems to have a hard time finding. But they've got lawyers,
He has a hard time getting a lawyer.
and they're funded by the public.
And it's because when you go to fight for civil rights suits and stuff, the settlements aren't big enough. So that's why they're not interested.
Yeah,
Or if there's a settlement at all. Well, we're sorry we violated your rights. We'll try not to do it again. Bye. So what?
yeah, which is a violation of your rights.
But like I said, if they put some teeth in it, some real money behind, penalties, like $100,000 or $1,000,000, yeah, I don't think they would smarten up pretty quick. And then making the officers that wronged you, make him liable too, right?
Yeah,
And they'll think twice about fucking around with people. It's like, yeah, you better make sure you're 100% sure. You see, you need to absolutely see that crime going on. You can't just be told. I think that's the problem too. They're going off the trust of others that call them. Oh, we're called here for this, and it's like, well, that's not what happened, you know.
yeah,
But they're in that mindset, right? They're ready to take you down because they're in that mindset already that you're done something illegal. So
oh, and that everybody's done something illegal unless they're related or they work in the government.
yeah. But the officer should, if he doesn't actually see the crime right in front of him, he should fucking not touch that person unless they're 100% sure that he's rightfully arrested.
Yeah,
None of this making up to get you arrested. See, that's another fucked up thing too. Because yeah, with that Victoria or News Now Victoria guy. Yeah, they wanted to know what the fuck he was filming and all this stuff, and he wouldn't tell them who he was or nothing, and I just like, well, I'm gonna get you on mischief then, He just made right. That's close enough. Get you on mischief. Busted him on mischief. Now you have to give me your name, right?
yeah,
That's exactly what it was. And they shit the bed really bad on that. All kinds of crappy shit's been happening to him, like the prosecutor or whatever threatened to call him home. The fucking the cop, the arresting cop that day put a month later, he put a sign up in the window of the police department, took a picture of it to show as evidence. Like how's that? That's falsification of evidence. You can't put a sign up back, take a picture of it and say, look, it said no filming. That's ridiculous.
and even if it says no filming, it's got to have a code number or something on it, doesn't it?
Yeah, statute. That I don't know if that's for us, but I know that's for the states.
States, yeah.
Yeah. That's what a lot of people are getting confused up here in Canada between the two, right?
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, a lot of people getting confused between the American's Constitution and our basically. But I believe we have a constitution too, but I don't know if it's valid. I've heard something that's not really valid.
I've heard that too because it was never ratified or something.
Yeah. And our Charter of Rights and Freedoms, that's subject to law. So if they can make up a new law, it changes our rights, It's just like they said, they made the hate speech law up, so that affects our freedom of expression, right?
Yeah.
Express ourselves no more in that sort of way. So, but they writ that in there on purpose, subject to the law. So they can basically change it anytime they want.
Yeah.
That's what's kind of crappy about it. So down the road, they might say, "Oh, no fucking filming, right? You're not allowed to film shit anymore." We made a new law so that would negate our fucking rights again.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of fucked up. Caught in a catch-22, right? Yeah, we can exercise those freedoms until they become annoying.
Yeah, until the government doesn't like them.
Yeah, until the yeah. Oh, that right's too much of annoyance or whatever. We gotta change the law. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's kind of getting messed up.
Yeah.
Communism doesn't work, right? We know that. And we're supposed to be democracy. That's where we're supposed to be. Democracy, us.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look like democracy is really working out.
Well, we're not in a democracy anymore because a democracy should be run by the votes, but we're run by the rich. Let's make all the laws that sure as fucking us poor people. And the laws are always made to benefit the rich.
That way, as soon as you reach a certain amount of wealth, I guess you start looking for all the loopholes, right?
Yeah.
And if you're good at it, you end up really not paying any taxes. Like I remember one company or something I've just heard on the news. I don't remember what it was though. It owed a bunch of tax money and it was going to get. So it decided to make a donation, right, to be able to have that write-off now to get rid of that tax debt. So they did something weird like that, and I think the donation connected to a charity that was connected to them, right?
Yeah.
So they just basically moved the money here over to there, and then wrote it off to the government. Now we have money now.
Yeah.
Some weird scam like that. And then what? Now it's foundations they call them. Come, fundraiser my foundation.
Yeah.
That's how a lot of these politicians and known people like public figures and stuff. That's how they're getting their money now. You can donate to the Trudeau Foundation, for instance, right?
Yeah.
And then I guess that's sort of a way to grease some palms, right? I can't take your money like that, but you can donate it to my foundation,
Yeah.
right? Legal Beagle, and then it'll make me, sway in your favor, And he'll look at all my supporters, so I gotta support them, right?
Yeah.
I guess it's a sort of the same thing too, babe. Oh, look at all my supporters, so I gotta try to help support them too, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I said I'm not smart enough to figure it out and fix things. I don't think we can fix a broken system. We just have to try to start. I don't know what it is though. We'd have to call it something different. A new philosophy of life yet. We have to make up a whole new philosophy of life. Because we can't have all these separations. You're conservative, you're liberal, you're this, you're that. We're all being separated, everything, right? And on all these groups, we gotta find something that philosophy of life that everybody would be happy with, or in general, I guess, everybody would be happy with.
Well, I would know how to do it so I think 51% of the world would be happy. And that's to make females top dog of everything.
Ooh, yeah. That would definitely make 50% of the population happy.
Yeah. Well, I think there's more women than guys on the planet, so 51%.
Yeah, I know, but you're still gonna find corrupt
Yeah,
women are
yeah,
too. So I think we need some sort of integrity test or something, or lie detector test, or some kind of test so we could test people's fucking mental health. You know, see if they're a good person or a bad person. They can actually do the,
yeah.
you know.
Because if we had kind, caring people in the government, it wouldn't make a fucking difference. They'd still be bought off by the rich people.
Well, if they're moral people, they wouldn't do it.
That's true.
If they had morals, like that's what I mean, like an integrity test of some sort to test their integrity.
Well, me and you could do it.
Yeah, nowhere close to being smart. Fuck. I could be, I could like go, or we'll appoint a random citizen to keep an eye on all of them, so they walk around the building and watch them, and video record them all
Fuck.
and stuff. Or yeah, we'll do that AI idea where every government is official and stuff is chipped, and they're all being watched by cameras 24/7, and an artificial intelligence will go, oh, you fucked up there, you weren't supposed to put money in that account. Oh, what are you doing over there, right? Pointing out all their mistakes and stuff and straighten them up. Get reports every month. Oh, look, this person was doing all this. Like, you weren't supposed to be doing that. Because it would know, the AI would know everything, right? Everything they do on the computers, every phone call they make, every movement they make because they're chipped.
Yeah.
And then you have it all audio too, so you can hear everything they say while they're in the building. And then and the artificial intelligence would pick up their fuck ups, right? Or their sness. So they'd have to be really careful when they go to any government building, what they do and what they say. Now, outside of it all, I don't know how you track them there. Because if you track them, we'd pretty much be tracking everybody at that point.
Yeah.
Putting surveillance everywhere outside, like China.
You really think they have surveillance everywhere?
China?
Oh,
Some of their cities have 2 cameras for every person.
holy fuck.
And it's an AI that watches them all. And they put boxes around everybody with their name above them. So you get a green box, you're in good standing. You get a yellow box, you know, you're in between. Red box means you're a bastard, and you're not allowed to ride the trains and the buses, like any kind of city services.
Yeah.
You're not allowed until you go and fix your credit score to bring you back into yellow or green status.
Huh.
And what a lot of people do to get those points back, the good points up, because is it volunteer. They do volunteer work in that, and that gives them good points to bring them back up. But the scam is, it's a lot easier to get negative points than it is get positive, right? So you can get like 100 points negative against you, but when you go to find something to get positive points, they're only going to give you 50.
Yeah.
Right? So it's harder, it's easier to get negative points than it is to get positive. But most people that live regular lives, you know, middle class, they don't have to worry about any of that. You know, they don't really do anything that's the social credit system would down them for.
Yeah.
And then they got things like the cameras can see a jaywalk, and about time once you set foot on that other side of the sidewalk, your phone goes off. You got a ticket for jaywalking.
Fuck.
How would you like that? That's what's happening in China right now in their major cities. two cameras for every citizen, basically. And it's a computer that watches them all, so you don't need people to. So like it'd be very hard for a criminal to get around, because what it does is, if it does blip on you and you're a criminal and it sees you, it alerts the authorities right where you are. Tracks, tells the authorities right where you are.
But no, I forgot what I was button for.
Super surveillance. All right, like I said, we should do that to our government. That'd clear out some of the problems. Or have some sort of integrity that they have to pass.
Yeah, well, I think they should take fucking apt. Well, I don't know.
Well, a couple 100 years ago, man, they'd hang them or fucking decapitate them. They didn't do their jobs right. Or take them out back and shoot them. That's what they'd do before. A couple 100 years ago. They wouldn't put up with shit.
I don't know about a couple of 100 years ago, because I can't believe anything that I've written or read. I mean,
Yeah.
So much of it is changed by government. You don't know what's the truth and what ain't.
Yeah, it's tough to filter through it all. And you're right. The history is written by the victors, right?
Yeah.
So all we can do is take what we can out of it and and go with it. Because some things are just totally obvious between right and wrong, right? You just obvious.
Yeah. There's too many fucking laws.
Yeah, I can understand that, where it gets confusing for a lot of people. So we need to go back to like the 10 Commandments or something like that. So there's only 10 things to abide by. Then everything else falls under one of those commandments. Something like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I was kind of figuring on the top 100.
Yeah, maybe something like that, but something simple.
Yeah, it's a lot compared to your 10, but it's still a way fucking less than, I don't know how many laws we got now. When it takes fucking a team of people days to go through all the law books.
Well, they say that people break the law every day. They just don't know they're doing it.
Yeah.
Because there's too many for everybody to know.
Yeah. Well, I can believe that. I gotta torch my pipe.
Did it work?
Oh yeah, it got a few drops out of it. I've got to torch it once a day to keep it clean. Otherwise, it plugs off sometimes, and then you suck in and you get a big plug of tar.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. Once in a while, I get a greasy doobie like that. Get resin or oil or whatever, resin all over your lips.
Yeah, I got to start smoking that fucking thing. I bet you it'll take me fucking close to a week to go through all of what's in there.
Your pipe resin.
Yeah, my pipe remnants.
I don't know, filter it through like a coffee filter. Some isopropylene. Get all the grit.
Oh fuck! I just put it in a jar. I've got. I think I showed you where I made the Coca-Cola can with a little hole for a straw right at the top.
Yeah.
And a hole inside to put the knife in.
Hot knifer.
Yeah.
Yeah, we mentioned hot knives the one night, and somebody didn't know what it was. What is that?
Yeah, I think I was there that day.
I think it was Sheila that didn't know what it was.
Or maybe I just watched it later on.
Yeah, I think it was Sheila. Not sure. Can't remember. Too many panels to remember where they all were and who's who and
Yeah.
then what's what. Sometimes I pop in a panel and it's like they're all talking about something. And it's like, hey, what the fuck are we talking about? Or they're screaming, can't hear nothing. That's another one. Come to a panel and they're just all yelling at each other and I can't hear a fucking thing that they're saying. It's like, oh, okay, see ya. I'm going to the next panel.
Yeah.
I'll come back later. I can hear what's going on. That was funny. It's funny how things run out there in the real world. Too many random personalities. It takes a bit to figure everybody out. Give everybody feeling everybody out, seeing what's going on.
Yeah.
Well, some people joke a lot, but if you didn't know they were joking, you might get offended by it, right?
Yeah.
Things like that. So there's, like I said, there's all different kinds of personalities. So I like to listen back a bit, get used to people, I guess, see what they're like. But I don't know. I'm just a small fry. Just a small fry over here. Barely get acknowledged, but at least I do, so I'm happy enough that I do get acknowledged.
Everybody's just a small fry.
Yeah.
If the richest man is a big fry, then he wouldn't be so fucking scared of everybody. He would just be out. We need a few nice guys who are rich.
Yeah.
Is
We had
what
a lot of nice guys that are rich. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Need more than just a few.
There is no such thing.
Well, I don't know. Not sure about that.
Well, how do you think they got rich? By being nice or by fucking somebody around? Usually it's by fucking somebody over. Not always, but
The story of the 1919 flu. What happened is a lot of the millionaire wives came down and opened up soup kitchens and hospitals and stuff. So they're spending their husband's riches to help the poor. So
there again. husbands' wives.
Yeah.
So back to making all the women in the world fucking boss. All guys in the world, all they have to do is keep themselves amused.
No, I said again, we need integrity tests,
Yeah,
male or female. We need to make
true,
some integrity tests.
true.
So that's what we got to do. We got to
But
find somebody smart to make up an integrity test for us, and that'll be a standard.
yeah,
So yeah, work for the government, take this test. Or we gotta, like I said, we gotta chip them all.
but that's what they want to do to us.
I know.
I'm not big into chipping.
You to them. I want to chip them all and track them all and know every little thing that they do. Keep them honest. And we'll say the same thing to you. Well, if you got nothing to worry about, right? You're not doing nothing wrong. You won't have nothing to worry about.
Yeah,
It's like when they're asking us for their ID. If you didn't do nothing wrong, why don't you tell us who you are, right?
yeah,
I'd say the same thing to them. Well, if you're not going to be doing anything wrong, you got nothing to worry about, do you? Or we can just totally hand over the hand over everything to like a supercomputer, an AI, artificial intelligence, and let it make all our decisions for us. And there won't be no government at all, just a big supercomputer. How did you think that would work, eh?
it would be okay if the right person did all the coding and everything.
Yeah, if the right person did the programming, so it would work
Yeah.
well for people, yeah.
Because if some asshole did it, we just have a computer that was an asshole instead of a person.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I seen some future fantasy story of that we were ruled by AIs. Artificial intelligence ruled us. And as long as we were good, everything was fine for us. But as soon as we did something bad, we'd pay the price. And the AI can see everything we do, so
Yeah.
100% surveillance everywhere, even in your home and everything.
How would it do that?
Well, it's like a city of the future, right?
Yeah.
It's all built for total 100% surveillance everywhere. And then they have 3 walls. There's an inner wall. So the inner circle, that's where all the good, richy people live, right?
Yeah.
Then the next section out, that's where all the middle class would be. And then the third section, that's where all the poor would be. And then if you were even bad after that point, they'd put you outside the wall, which they consider the wilderness. So you're out on your own now. So you can get kicked right out of the city if you're too bad. So if you're really good, you get to stay in the middle city. But if you have like a discrepancy or something and break the law, you get pushed out to the next ring. And then if you continue to break the law and not work your way back in, like you do your time, I guess, then you're allowed to go back into the center city again, where it's really, really nice. So, but if you break the law again in that ring, then you get pushed to the third ring, right?
Yeah.
Which is a little bit worse of a neighborhood, you can think, right? So, and then after that, you break the law there, then you get pushed right outside, which would they consider the wilderness. You're on your own, right?
Yeah.
So that's sort of how this future city run by AI would be like. You know, you do something wrong, and then the AI would call for a meeting with you, and then you'd have to go. You have no choice but to go, or else it would just cut you off of everything, right?
Yeah.
So you go and the AI would have a discussion with you, or whatever, and decide what they're going to do with you. I could just imagine. Oh well, you're a murderer. I'll have to kill you on the spot. Killed somebody. The AI decides that, eh? Something like that. The cities of the future, some fantasy thing that some guy made up. What the future is going to be like. Who knows how far in the future? It could be 1,000 years for all I know, right?
Yeah.
But they'd have their cities set up like this. So if you're a nice and good person, never do nothing wrong, you'd have free roam of all three rings. You can walk into the center where it's nice, or you can walk out to the bad, out to the outer rings. But if you don't qualify, you did something wrong, and you're being punished, you don't get to go into the center where it's nice. You get to put out in the suburb, right?
Yeah.
And then you go from the suburb to the ghetto, and then you go to the ghetto out to the wilderness. So it's almost like 3 strikes you're out kind of thing.
I
Unless
think
you're,
I'll just go right out.
yeah, but if you're able to work your way back in, like you could do good or whatever, and do your time, pay the price, and then you're able to come back in, right?
I just couldn't handle the 24-hour surveillance.
Yeah, but if you were born into it, it wouldn't bother you. It would just be a normal thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like it just bothers you now because you've never had it.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Mike coming up, or he's playing this truck. I was watching him play his truck game, screaming at it, "Open the fuck up, gate!" Well, that was yesterday. What was today? Can't remember what today was. I don't know. I don't know. I watch a little bit of it. I don't sit there and watch the whole thing.
What some yesterday too? The truck driving.
Yeah. Oh, he did some this morning too.
Yeah.
It's kind of a neat game. That little Canada flag that he's got on top of his truck that's hidden behind the shroud.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did he do? He challenged you? What?
At the game. On the game. At the game.
Challenged Meyer at the game during the challenge to what? To drive? See who's the better driver.
It's the fucking game, man. Don't mean fuck all. Oh, it's up there. My wallet.
Uh,
License to drive big trucks.
yeah.
Hold their steering wheel like this. Shifting. I have driven 6 and 4 transmissions, 5 and 4 transmissions, 18 speed, 13 speed, and a fucking Mac which has a 5 speed and a splitter is all.
Yeah, I get a little bit confused. Forgetting which side I'm split on. Now, it would be cool about that truck game if we can all play in the same map all at the same time, drive together. We could try to run each other off the road and shit.
Yeah,
All race to make the same delivery. Whoever gets there first wins, gets the delivery money. So we can all like race to get there. That would be cool. and we can try to run each other off the road and stuff and try to get there first. Or make it a massive multiplayer game of trucking, so everywhere you go and you see other players trucking around.
Yeah.
That would be neat too. I will win. No, not if me and Myron like drive you off the cliff or something.
And nobody gets an overpowered fucking truck. Everybody gets the same fucking power.
Yeah. Then we'll all race to make the same delivery. Choose our paths or whatever, or like I said, have a road warrior kind of battle to get there with each other. I think it would be fun. Crashing and cutting each other off and stuff like that, trying to get there first.
All you do is get in front of another truck and get him to push you.
They did before. Oh.
Well, that kind of stops Melvin's idea.
I don't know what the hell I just watched over there, but some talking snail. Into a ditch. I was thinking of off a cliff or something, or maybe off the bridge. Meow, boom.
Wow.
Pushing me in the ditch. That's nothing.
From what I've seen Mike on bridges, he'll crash on them easily.
I don't know. I just thought that would be a fun aspect of that game. To call it Delivery Wars or something. Delivery Wars. Road Warriors ready. Rum. Yeah, I'm not even sure if I'm going to do anything today.
I think it was $1.39 for fucking regular gas. this morning when I got gas today here.
I still remember it was 35 cents. And you probably remember when it was even cheaper.
No, and I worked in a garage when I was 16.
So how much was a liter then?
I can't remember. And it was by the gallon then.
Oh, I remember it was 35 cents a liter. And then I remember that when that went up, people bitched.
Oh, yeah. People bitch every time it goes up, but it doesn't stop anything. Their bitching doesn't make anything change.
Yeah, you notice that the cost of everything just keeps going up, never comes down? Why is that?
And the cost of living is going up faster than the wages go up.
Yeah, why is that? Always does that. Why is that?
Well, eventually, there's going to be nothing but poor and ultra rich.
Yeah, probably, eh?
Yeah. And the ultra rich will own the whole fucking world.
And then one day they'll cut off our food supply and starve us all to death.
Yeah.
And they'll go, "Whoops, sorry, it was supply chain issues and bad harvest that year. Or we sold all the food to another country because you guys are too poor to afford it." So what was that one country? Madagascar. Its main thing is rice. You hear they got all this rice and they sell it off to make money, but then yet their people are starving.
Yeah.
It's like, fucking, can't you chunk off a piece of rice for your own people? Fuck's sakes.
No, because that's doing something nice for free.
Yeah, I know, eh? That's a loss of profit.
Yeah.
There's no fucking profit in that. Why would we ever do that? I don't crash.
Oh.
I seen you leave the road a few times, overturn there, almost crash. Talk about. I remember the one, your very first turn, you couldn't make it. He slammed on the brakes and overshot, and he had to back up and go.
When you park with your swamper front wheel over top of the bridge railing and you have to gun her in reverse quite a few times to get it to move off of there, I'd say that was a crash.
Yeah. What I want to know is that little wobbly trailer thing he was carrying. It was like wobbling back and forth the whole time. Like, what the fuck's with that? Something was wrong with it or what?
Probably never tied it down right.
No, I don't know. It was like a little trailer at the back of everything, and it was wibbling back and forth like mad. Like,
There was nothing on the trailer, it was just back there to so you can carry extra weight.
yeah, I don't know. I just remember it was wibbling and wobbling away on him. I was wondering what that was all about.
Yeah. Because that's the only reason to have a trailer on the back end that's empty. Not really a trailer, but how do I explain it?
It's a heavy weighted down with brakes.
Yeah, well, the load is too heavy, so they have to put more tires under it. So they just put some more wheels on the back end. Either they hook up a trailer, sort of. It's not really a trailer because it's just a frame and wheels. But just so that they could pack more weight, they got more weight on, or less weight per wheel.
I like to see Mike do a delivery without using the GPS. Just reading the street signs and stuff. See if he can get there. Don't use the GPS or the lines, I guess you can call, where it tells you where to drive. Just try it. You got the routes memorized.
You gotta start that early in the morning because it might take a day or two.
Is he even there?
I don't know.
I gotta look, see. Yeah. YouTube's not saying nothing.
It says 0 on here, but I've seen 2 people or 3 people in chat and it still say 0.
Yeah. I've come across that too.
Oh, we're all the way up to 1.
Yeah, it's probably Mike then. He's lurking. There he goes. He laughed out loud at us. You playing the game now or something? What are you doing? Hiding down there in the chat. So what does he say to me? Oh, too shy to come up? Or something like that, he says to me. And I'm like, no, I only come up when I'm asked. People usually have full panels and everything's going. They don't need me. Eating dinner.
4. I guess it is just short of 5 o'clock.
Having chicken for dinner.
I should buy a chicken again.
That's what they're having upstairs is chicken.
I bought one of them cooked ones for $8 or $9.
Mm-hmm.
They're not exactly good, but
They're $12 now. They were 10 before, but now they're 12.
Oh, maybe they're that high here too.
But he's having crap-a-donalds. McPukers.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to eat at McDonald's.
It's too expensive now.
I appreciate my body too much.
I got 6 McDoubles and it was like $18.
This body is a temple. We don't want to make it temple of doom.
Oh, it's not a temple, Myron.
Oh yeah.
No, smoking in temples.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can't put pollutants in the temple.
It's incense.
It says. So we try to encourage everybody to read their Charter of Rights and Freedoms. Well, at least all the Canadians anyway. We need to encourage them to read that, understand what's going on. Because I bet you a lot of people will be like, holy fuck, that's my right? What? I've been screwed over. That's what some people are realizing.
Yeah. Oh, might have to pass it around on Facebook too.
Yeah. Gotta get everybody to read it and get more familiar with it. Because they're focusing too much on just the one, right? You're gonna do the one, you gotta include all of them.
Yeah.
Right? Can't just be selective on that. If you're gonna fight so hard for the one and be so passionate for one, you be passionate for the rest of them. Not just the one right to film and photography. It should be all our rights. Promoting all our rights, sticking up for all our rights, not just the selective ones that we like.
Yeah, but really, we're not standing up for any right now. Even the vast majority isn't standing up. There we go, you little cunt. Oh, down to 26% moisture in here.
Ooh,
Mhm.
I don't know what our humidity is in here. It's the air feels dry to me. Certainly not wet.
Yeah.
Ugh, shit.
Well, I fucking oil myself down every day, but it makes such a fucking mess. I'd rather have dry skin than be oilier and fuck.
I use that Alvera soap or whatever. That's what I use. Keeps my skin all good.
And I got
Alvera.
top of my head, I can peel skin off of it. Well, I do peel skin off of it.
I use Alvera. I use that on that soap on my hair and everything. I don't use shampoo. Alvera soap.
Okay, I'll remember that. Next time I have to buy any, because I got about 5 or 6 bars left yet.
Yeah. I don't know. It works for me, right?
Yeah.
For other soaps that don't have that kind of stuff in them, it tends to dry out. My skin gets a little flaky kind of thing.
Oh,
But when I
this
use
is not a little flaky. That's pieces of skin I've ripped off my head.
collection,
Well, yeah. I got proof that I can reach up here and just grab and rip off. And I've tried fucking oil, grease, aloe vera.
yeah,
Nothing works.
yeah. Some people just have dry skin. Your
It's
age, right?
mostly on my head.
Yeah. Well, at your age too, it happens, right?
Yeah, the rest of my body is pretty good, but my head is just.
Yeah. Well, like I said, that's what I use. The Alvera soap, and I use it on my hair and everything. I don't use shampoo. And
Yeah,
cleans me up good, makes me smell nice, and it just seems to do good in my skin. Like I said, I use other soaps that don't have that moisturizer stuff in it. It seems to get all ashy, I guess you can call it, all like flakes of skin,
yeah.
especially like on my forearms and stuff.
It's what Joe Cool gets if he doesn't uh, lubricate.
Yeah.
Well, actually, according to Bill Burr, all black people are ashy, or they get ashy. They dry out, and then they get. And because they're black, you can really notice it on them. Whereas us lucky white people, we don't have to worry about that.
Well, I still see it. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I said I changed Alvera soap, and I've been good.
Well,
Like I said, I use it on my hair and everything. So,
yeah.
and then my hair's not all like gross and hard, and it's not soft and nice. But it's always been like that, though. The girls used to always touch my hair. And, oh, he's got such nice silky hair.
Yeah, I never heard that.
Yeah, I've always had women poking and prodding and touching me and stuff, giving me a poke in my ribs that I guess they're showing me that they're liking me or something.
Yeah.
Shit like that. Touching my hair and shit. It's like, oh, you got nice soft. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. See if attic is the same color as the basement.
It's are the drapes match the carpet.
Yeah.
Drapes match the rug. I don't know. Sooner or later, I'm going to be all gray. It's coming. I can see it. So my light brown's turning into a gray.
Yeah.
It's coming. So, but oh well. Mostly in my beard, though. I guess it's all gray in my beard. Mostly. But oh well. Nothing I could do about that. It's just what happens.
Yep. The only thing you could do that could possibly stop it is good genes. If you don't have it in your genes, you'll never fucking get it.
Or I can use the Just for Men.
Recent formula. Ho ho.
Just for Men and dye it dark again.
I thought about that. But then I thought, how many boxes is it going to take for me to do my hair and my beard?
Yeah, no, I never considered it. It is what it is.
I even thought about just getting food coloring and dyeing my hair.
Yeah, you can get some Kool-Aid. Dye your hair with Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
You can have like blue hair or orange hair. Because your hair is white. You can be any color you want.
Yeah. Yeah. Still got a little touch of darkness in it here and there, but very, very fucking little. This side, this side. Down there, it runs to darkness. But nah, I can't see the need to hide my age.
Me neither. It is, and I am what I am. That's about it.
I
Don't want to get into all that grooming fucking crazy shit like that.
I was never into that shit.
There's a lot of men are. They got like the makeup and moisturizer and fucking everything, man.
Oh, I know, and I worked with a couple of pretty boys. And they always spent time looking really cute and stuff.
Yeah, they're trying to
But
find.
when you're in the bush, you don't have to look that cute. Nobody cares.
Yeah, nobody cares except for them.
Maybe if you're banging one of the cooks or something.
Yeah, there you go.
But I didn't dress up when I was doing that.
Oh, and you got to bang a cook?
A second cook.
Second cook?
Yeah, whose last name was Cook.
I was cooking with the cook. Her name was Cook. It would have been something if her name was Cookie.
My first love, I think. I would say. But she was a lot of. It's all about her and not much about anybody else.
I expect a lot of people are like that, especially when they're younger.
Yeah.
And then once they start having kids and stuff, start realizing it's not all about them anymore.
Well, my ex-wife, when she had a set of twins, she realized it wasn't all about her anymore, so she didn't want to really have anything to do with it.
Yeah.
No, she took them when she divorced their dad. Well, left their dad, but I think that's just so she could get extra money. Uh,
Yeah, 90% of the time they get custody.
I raised them when I was with them. I paid for everything that they had, and when we separated, she gave them up back to their dad. No, they were 13 or 14 by then.
Hmm. Were they boys?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably why. It's important for boys to have a father figure. Teach them how to be a man, right?
Well, they had me until they were 8 or 9.
Yeah, but still, it's nothing's like their father, right?
Oh, yeah, they love me more than their father. They hate their father. Just absolutely hate him.
Was there why, or just because they're told to hate them?
Uh, he made them work, and they said they never paid. He never paid them. He just fucking used them.
Yeah,
You know. Whereas they said with me that whatever I was doing, they were included in it.
yeah. Well, all you can do is the best you can. That's it.
Yeah. And they did tell me that of their mom, their dad, and me, I was the best parent.
You're the cool one.
Well, I treated them nice. I treated them like equals,
You're
even
the
though they were little kids.
yeah. You're
I convinced them, you break something of mine, well, you have to pay. Go get me your favorite toy. When you bring it back, I'd say, no, this, you broke something of mine. This is your favorite toy, and I just take a hammer. Boop. Don't be breaking my crap anymore, and I won't break yours.
yeah.
And they learned. Fuck, when I first started going with them, that her dad and his wife that he had at the time would not go shopping with those two kids because they were fucking terrors until I took over. And then when we went shopping, each one had to grab a finger off me, and I walked along at their pace, let anybody else do what they wanted, and I just stayed with the kids.
Yeah.
They were good, absolute angels. It's just they needed somebody to care.
Yeah. Somebody to care and somebody to guide them.
Yeah, if I'd have known that of their, I was the best parent of the three. If they'd ever let me know, I would have tried to fucking adopt the two of them because obviously their mom didn't want them, and their dad wasn't really into them either.
Yeah, I know, eh? How things have changed.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a long fucking time ago. 35 years ago, maybe?
Yeah, a lot of people are deciding not even to have kids now.
Well, it's kind of a shitty world to bring them into.
Yeah, but there's always room for improvement. You know,
There isn't ever going to be much improvement unless all the poor people just start slaughtering the rich. And I don't mean the guys that are, got $1 million. It's the guys who got billions. Bill Gates. He suggests that we knock off 10 to 15% of the population. Well,
So,
why doesn't somebody knock off Bill Gates?
yeah, we need all this old money to pass away, eh?
Yeah.
So it gets spread out to us all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that always made me wonder if there's only so many dollars to go around in each country, and then somebody hoards all their dollars, wouldn't that be less for everybody else?
They just print more.
Yeah, that's sort of what they've been doing. But technically, they weren't supposed to print any more money than what we
What gold they had.
yeah, or how much we could produce now, right? Or GPD, or what the fuck
Yeah.
was it? So that's the amount of money that we're allowed to have. So
Yeah, the gross domestic product.
yeah, so we got some rich people that are hoarding all the money. That's just less for everybody else to go around, right?
No, because when they decided that they could print money without having the gold to back it up, then they can, anytime they need more money in circulation, they just fucking print it and throw it out the door.
See, they'll print, and then the treasury that printed the money will use that money to buy bonds off the banks, like say mortgages, right? There's a
Mm-hmm.
bunch of mortgages that haven't been paid yet. They'll buy those mortgages off of the bank, for instance, and stuff. So it gives money to the bank, and then the treasury owns a bunch of mortgages now and slowly gets paid back.
Yeah.
Right? Something like that, supposedly. But the government backed loan thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Backs the loans. So if the person doesn't pay, then the bank can turn around and go, government, pay me the money. And then it becomes the treasury debt. And our debt just keeps fucking growing like madman now. So first Trudeau and it's billions of dollars, and then all of a sudden now it's $1 trillion. And it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he has given away so fucking much to foreign.
Yeah, well, we do that every year, regardless who's in government.
Yeah, I know, but he's given more than the usual, whatever it is, I think. I could be wrong.
It's just the issue. I'm happy now if they can print out fucking money for a pandemic. Why didn't they print out money to get homes for home shit, like, or give us, just print out more money and give it to the fucking poor. If they could do it with fucking pandemic shit, why can't they do it with the poor? It'd be a lot cheaper.
Mm-hmm. Well, like you said, and I still think it's a good idea you had on sinking away 72 million and giving
Well,
everybody a
the
2,000.
trust fund idea.
Yeah,
Yeah, make a trust fund for everybody and bleed it out to them a couple grand a month, and at least they have $2,000 to fall back on. And it would definitely help a lot of families and stuff too, right?
yeah.
Everybody would get it, rich and poor.
That's
Right.
Sweden, one of those countries over there, Sweden, Denmark, Norway, they give everybody a living wage. And it's a way better country. Crime is down.
Yeah, because they did things differently. The money that the government made and all that stuff, they turn it around and put it back into the people, into the country to help the people. That's why they prospered so well.
Yeah.
It's not a still system over there, though. They still got their issues. But
Well,
their strategy of reinvesting back into the people, right?
yeah.
It's working out pretty good. It's like people are happy, right?
Yeah. Well, there'd be a lot less drug use. because people are happy.
Well, yeah, I guess a lot less prescription medicine. I couldn't say people would stop using drugs.
Yeah.
Be a
Well,
lot less depression pills being given out and anxiety pills and all that shit. Mental health would certainly be better if you're happy.
oh, for sure.
Right.
For sure.
But yeah, you get and stress levels would be better, so there'd probably be less heart attacks and strokes, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Stress levels because they wouldn't be stressing over money.
Yeah. No, it definitely would benefit any society
Yeah.
to live that way. And it sure wouldn't cost much. If we're $1 trillion in debt, going another whatever it would take to give us the 70 million or even make it 100 million.
We wouldn't have for it. We
Uh,
get just 1 year of taxes. That's fucking billions of dollars,
yeah.
right? So we wouldn't necessarily have to go into debt with it. Because you think if we did this, we wouldn't need welfare, we wouldn't need unemployment, we wouldn't need, pensions, we wouldn't need any of that, because you got a trust fund,
Yeah.
right? The trust fund's paying you every month, like those checks. And then, like I said, if it was ample enough of money, you can eat $2,000 a month, right?
Yeah.
And then if it was you needed like a raise, they just add to all the fucking trust funds again to raise it up so they get a little bit more out of it if the cost of living went too high. But no, they don't want to do that. Well, there he is. Some good McPukers or what?
Not really, but it's better than nothing, right?
What was it, the Mac again?
Yeah,
Big Mac.
with extra pickles, extra onions.
Ooh, extra.
Hmm.
I don't know. All I know is the Big Mac is not as big as it used to be.
No, it's not.
It's like a child's burger now.
Yeah, you need like a triple Mac.
No, I need like 2 or 3 of them. Well, like Whoppers from Burger King. I eat 2 of those.
Wow.
Yeah.
No wonder you weigh so much.
216?
I guess.
Is that so much?
I
Huh.
don't know.
Well, let's compare it to your weight.
No thanks. I plead the fifth.
No, you have the right to remain silent.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
How you guys do?
I would have thought that sitting around the table, sort of, that I'd be the lightest one at the table.
The
Damn.
lightest one?
Yeah, I'm only 210.
Wow.
Oh, I beat him by 6 pounds. Ooh. But that was a few months ago, 3-4 months ago now. I got
Oh,
checked.
yeah.
Oh, you might have lost some more by now.
Oh, I don't know. I might even gain for all I know. I don't know. I don't stand on the check. Whatever. What am I going to do? Oh, no, I weigh a little bit too much. I better start starving myself. Fuck that. I'm going to eat what I want to eat.
Right.
Life is short.
Yep.
Life is short.
Yep.
As I stay reasonably eat, sort of, kind of, not.
Okay, King fucking McDouble.
Yeah, not. Yeah, I had 6 McDoubles there a little while ago.
Yeah.
18 fucking bucks. I was like, fuck this shit.
Yeah, I saw them on the menu today. $3.09.
Yeah.
I'm
They
like,
used
what the fuck? Like a buck something.
$1.69 or something
Yeah.
like that.
Something like that.
And then you can pay a little bit more.
Put some bacon on that.
Yeah.
Some bacon.
So they used to be on the value menu, but they dropped it.
Yeah, I don't even think they offer a value menu anymore.
No.
I don't see them in their fucking. Mind you, I don't go into stores anymore.
I don't think they do.
So I'm wondering how I can use my fucking McDonald pieces, Monopoly pieces that I won.
Oh, free stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. Give them to one of your roommates or something. That's how you can use them.
Or just go on a steady McDonald's diet and try and win the game.
Or just save them up, and then expires, you go down and you get them all at one trip. Bring them in. I want all this.
Right.
Yeah, then you can bring all the shit home and feed everybody.
Well, so far I got fries, a sandwich of my choice, a cheeseburger.
That's it.
Yeah. Of the
That's
free
just-
stuff.
Oh, that's nothing. That's just a snack.
Yep. Hey, that's a meal for me.
Yeah, that's just a snack.
Maybe for a big guy like you.
Just a beat eater.
Uh-huh.
I always got the hollow leg joke too.
Oh, yeah?
Where are you putting all that? You got a hollow leg or what?
Mm.
I got a lot of that too.
Well, don't break that leg. Gravy may pour out.
Yeah. Gravy. You know what they should do? Is they should make gravy in a squeeze container.
Why?
Because they don't have any. Right? They put ketchup and barbecue sauce and mustard.
Right, right.
Why don't they put gravy in a squeeze container? $1 million idea, man. We could be rich.
All right, do it. Make it so.
Yeah, make it so.
Yeah. First, you got to get a good recipe for the gravy
Yeah.
and be able to make billions of it.
Yeah, so we'll sit around, we'll whip up and we can all taste test them and try to start to see which one's the best. And then take that recipe to a company and say, hey, I got a really awesome idea. You into it? And never know, you might find one and be like, hey, that's a fucking good idea. Why has anybody else thought of that? Well, think about it, man. You can fucking make some fries at home and just fucking squirt some gravy.
Squirt. Yeah.
Yeah.
They have Heinz has made a ketchup from tomatoes that were grown in the same conditions as what are on Mars.
Wow.
And yeah, I don't know how much the bottle cost, and I don't know how many they made, but they do have it. Heinz Mars ketchup.
As far as I know, tomatoes would never grow on Mars. The atmosphere.
Google Melvin. Google Melvin.
I don't know. Because I think the atmosphere's, we can't even breathe it.
Mm.
And
Just because we can't.
and then the temperatures are just crazy cold too. So even during the day, it's crazy cold.
You tell him, Melvin.
Well, Google it.
I don't know. I'm just telling you what I know about Mars.
Well,
Said it.
that's what you used to know. I'm up to date.
So maybe they grew the tomatoes at low light, and That's about it.
Well, it grew it up in the space station, so it was. At least I think they did. So it had to approximately. I don't know what the fucking it's
So
like on Mars, because I know it was cold and a lot of dust, but
it's crazy cold. Like cold, even at its warmest time, it's crispy cold. Way below fucking like crazy, like 500 below in the daytime, in the warmest time. Like everything's frozen. Like there's no liquid water.
yeah. Well,
So I imagine if they have to build a dome and then grow their food, make an atmosphere.
that makes sense.
The atmosphere pressure is the same as ours too. It's a little bit less the pressure, atmospheric pressure. It's a little less. Then the gravity too is a little bit different. It's a little bit. It's less because it's only 1/3 the size of the Earth or something. So you go there, you feel lighter.
You gotta go outside. Okay.
Yeah. I haven't watched the latest the Mars rover, the prevalence or whatever they got. I haven't watched the latest vids of that yet. They're flying that little helicopter thing around, but they couldn't fly it because the atmosphere wasn't thick enough. It was too thin, couldn't fly. And I imagine it's the time of season or something. I don't know why it would be thin atmosphere all of a sudden. So I wonder when we're gonna send people there next. Go live on Mars, become a Martian. I'm pretty sure the only places that we're going to be able to live there is underground. The radiation's pretty high and fucking so cold. I don't know, maybe terraform it, but that's going to be fucking thousands of years process to terraform it. Because they're talking about putting machines down to filter the dirt and shit and to release the CO2 from the dirt. Then after who knows how many thousands of years of machines running around doing it. Because we do it here, so we could just simply burn things there too. So if we burn fuels and stuff. Or try to kickstart the fucking planet up again. So drop some nuclear bombs into the big volcano. See if we can get the volcano off. Get all that nuclear material to sink into the planet. Get the volcano to go off. And might warm it up. The biggest problem is the weak magnetic field. The radiation gets to us. Good stuff. Some polar bear balls.
Polar bear balls and some Moby Dick.
Yeah, good stuff.
Good stuff.
Yeah,
I'm smoking on the Moby Dick right now.
the good stuff.
Mm,
The good stuff.
good shit.
That Venus, I figure we can nuclear bomb Venus too and try to make a nuclear winter to cool it off. But the problem is the atmosphere is so thick and heavy that it would just crush us. So we'd have to suck the atmosphere off somehow to thin it out. So much atmospheric pressure. We could use nuclear bombs on it, explode it in the upper atmosphere, and hopefully it'll knock some of that atmosphere out into space. And then we can hit some on the ground to create a nuclear winter. Try to cool off Venus. And then if we can make enough cloud and debris fly up into orbit, then it would shade it even more. And it might actually be able to go to the. So all we got to do is cool Venus down and heat Mars up. That's what we got to do. Then we can have 2 extra planets to live on. Venus would, because it's the same size pretty much as us, so the gravity would be the same. But we need to seriously cool it down. 900 degrees Fahrenheit on the surface. And then fucking air pressure. It's all CO2 or whatever, but it's just not pressure to fucking crush you. Squish us like it's like being on the ocean. Squishes us like that. But it has a weak magnetic field too, and a lot of that atmosphere constantly gets blown off by the sun. Sun's solar winds keep blowing it away. So it's slowly stripping it. And then Mercury, you wouldn't be able to even stand on the sun side of the planet on Mercury. You need like a million sunblock. But on the cold side, we can be there, but then it's super cold.
What a joke.
Oh,
Just what is with you? You just came in from outside, so you don't need to pee. It's past lunchtime, and not yet supper.
so
You need a little lever.
I think their best bet for a colony somewhere off this planet would be the moon first. We go to the moon. We make underground cities and stuff in there in the moon, so it'll protect us from the radiation being underground. You never know. There's a lot of gold up there, dude. They did a survey scan of the whole thing, showed all the different minerals and that. There's a lot of fucking gold up there. So that'd be incentive enough to go live there, start mining gold. Oh, and I see the way that they're using lasers to fucking imprint hydrogen molecules to like a disc, like a laser disc, and then they can pull the hydrogen off and burn it. So it's sort of like a storage for hydrogen. So it's not under pressure in a tank.
Yeah.
It's like they're using this laser to force it onto this disc, and it doesn't need its low temperatures or anything to hold it there. I don't know. It's some weird new tech that I was seeing, and it's like weird. So it could be on like a laser disc, like an old cassette tape kind of material. And then they laser it, and it forces hydrogen molecules to stick to it. And then you can laser it again, and it comes off. Then you can burn it. So instead of having a pressurized tank.
What a punk ass little bitch in this video.
Oh no. And of course, you're not going to tell us any details, right?
You want to know the details?
Oh, I don't know. Ask Myron. Does he want to know?
I don't know. I don't know what video he's talking about.
He says punk ass bitch in the video.
Yep. Punk ass little bitch in this video.
And that's the only information we got. Is he a McDonald's customer?
Nope.
Is he a truck driver?
It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube. YouTube's a big place. Oh, hey, Keeper.
Video date October 14th, 2021 by Tulare County Cop Watch. Gets fucking punked ass out by fucking cops and their fucking bright ass flashlights.
Gold where?
And he comes to a flashlight war with a fucking little rinky dink fucking baby ass fucking flashlight. What a fucking punk ass little bitch.
Keeper, there's gold on the moon. Lots of it. Plus, there's lots of iron. There's lots of copper. It's all the minerals that we have here on planet. It's up there too. It's just that it's untouched up there, so there's lots of it. Just waiting for us to go get it. And I bet you that'll be the first thing that they go to try to pay for everything.
Probably. We already know that the states will take all the credit for all the minerals fucking mined up there.
Some satellite that they use to survey it for mining purposes. So it could be in the plans and the works to go there to mine it for minerals.
Yeah.
It makes me wonder, dug so deep right to the middle of the moon, to the core. Is it going to be an iron core? Is it going to be molten still? What's it going to be? It makes me curious. What's in the core of the planet and the moon? It'd be interesting being able to dig to the core, and it's a big giant ball of iron. Fuck, you can dig into that and make a spaceship. I guess within 40,000 years, the moon's going to be bye-bye. It's going to drift away from us so much, it's going to get it. The Earth's not going to have a hold on it no more, and it's going to fly off. About 40,000 years. Somewhere around there. Or 48,000. Something like that. Yeah, it's going to go. So it could be an arc. We can build a whole civilization on the moon there, and then just take off. And I can take all those people with it. Oh.
Do you have to?
Hey?
Oh, I was talking to Bear. I said, do you have to?
I just thought you were talking about the trip away in the moon. No, I guess you don't have. But it would be interesting, hopefully 40,000 years from now, if we're still around and we are doing that, building a civilization on the moon. Like infinite power. Power that never runs out.
Yeah. There's supposed to be a few, well, one or two motors that never quit. Once you get them running, they'll run forever.
Oh, you're talking about those infinite machines. They just appear to be infinite, but they're not. Eventually, they'll slow down and stop. Because some have been going for years, right?
Yeah.
But eventually, it's going to stop. It's going to lose its energy, and it's going to stop. Instead, it's so efficient, because nothing's 100% efficient. It's just like 99.99, right? Efficient. So it'll just seem like it's going forever. But I know that one guy's battery, it's still running that bell. I'd like to know what's inside his battery he made. Because it's fucking over 100 years old or something, and it's still ringing that bell. Like it's rang so long that the bell wore out, and they had to replace the bell little knocker from bouncing back and forth, ringing the bell, ding 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 ding. Doesn't do very loud, but it's fucking been going for 100 years off that one battery that the guy made. I'd like to know what's in it, because they can't cut it open to see exactly what kind of chemical concoction he made. But a 100-year battery, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bell's been ringing for 100 years. They had to replace the little knocker because it wore it out. They had to put a new knocker in it. Yeah, it's like those wind up alarm clocks you got, and it's got the two bells, this little knocker that bounces back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was like. And I don't know, this guy made a battery, one of the first batteries, and it's still running this thing. After 100 years, they got it in glass. And it just sits there. It doesn't make it very loud, but it goes ding, 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 you know, it bounces back and forth and does its thing. Fuck. I want to know what's in there. Because if he made it 100 years ago, I'd most likely be able to make it now.
Oh, yeah.
But no, they wouldn't want a 100-year battery. How would they make their money? You buy one battery, and that's all you need for the rest of your life. Put that battery in your clock, you don't never need another one again. The rest of your life.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
I'm totally against what they're doing right now.
Why not?
What's his name? Who? The car mate or the electrical guy who did phosphorescence.
Yeah, I told you about that story. That they designed the light bulb to fail. Because they're competing against each other as two companies to make the best light bulb. But they're starting into like 10,000 hours and more. And then they started realizing they're losing business because the people weren't buying bulbs anymore because the bulbs lasted too long.
Yeah.
So they said, okay, we're going to make a deal. They're only going to last 10,000 hours. And that's what they did.
Yeah.
But they're making bulbs that would last 100,000 hours and shit, right?
Yeah.
But they lost money. They didn't like that. So they made a deal. And then a lot of companies are doing that even now. They're designing their products to fail so you come new one, which is bullshit. And then they're designing things that you can't repair them now too. So you know, like in the olden days, you used to open the back of the TV, it'd have the schematics right there.
Yep.
You know, and you try to fix it. Oh, look, a glass tube thing, whatever those old tubes were, those.
Yeah.
Oh, the old tube needs to replace. You replace it, boom, your TV's fixed, right?
Yeah.
You did that yourself. Washers, the same thing. You open the back panel, there's shows you right there how everything's working. But they went, yeah, I said they went the opposite way on all that. Now they're designing everything so complicated and so unfriendly to repair on purpose. So he makes you buy a new one, and then they design it so it only has a X amount of lifetime.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they're doing that with the cars. They did that with the cars too. Everything. Like they expect you to buy a brand new car every 5 years. Like what the fuck? Who could do that? Right?
Yeah. Well, when I was young, we could do that. Fuck, I bought a new one every 2 years.
Like a brand new one off the lot.
Fucking right.
Yeah. See, that's what they expect you to do now.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Yeah, it's
Trucks back then were $6,000-7,000 brand new, decked out.
yeah. Now what?
50 to 70,000.
Yeah, it's like the cheapest vehicle you can get is 30 grand or something.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know.
I'm not sure. 'Cause I know that new mini electric car that's coming. It's only about 12 or 15 grand, but it's more of a go kart than a car, or a golf cart than a car.
Yeah.
But that seems what everybody's leaning towards because it's cheap and it's electric.
Yeah. It'll be a long time before they get school buses, trucks, things like that electric. They'll never be able to get the trucks electric, like
No.
the 18-wheelers, because you'd have your weight allowance just in batteries.
Yeah, something like that. School bus you'd be able to do too, because you have all that large area to put a giant battery too. Like
Yeah.
there's space for a battery once you remove the tank and the motor you just replace with electric motor.
Huh.
Well, the new way they're doing is they're putting the electric motor in the wheel hub,
Hmm.
which so you don't need any motor or transmission or nothing. The motor, the braking, and everything's all in the wheel hub. So
Yeah.
magnetic braking or whatever. So it's like almost like a built-in ABS. There won't be no jittering or skidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, with electric braking, it'll be nice and smooth. Yeah. And then the computer will control that, so you won't skid. It'll give you that maximum traction before it skids, right? So it's sort of a replacement for automatic braking system. Because right now, an automatic braking system is just a cable. Comes down and just turns your brakes on for you. Just doesn't allow it to lock up. Oh, you must hear those click, 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 click. Great.
Yeah.
Huh?
I don't know.
A lot of grunty noises coming over there from there, Mike. What's going on?
Just trying to figure something out. How the fuck do I do? I can't remember how to do it.
Oh no!
Uh,
I get like that with my password. What the fuck was my password? Where did I write it down and where did I put it? After a couple of years not needing them, and it's like, oh fuck, I don't remember them. Where did I write them down? Where are they?
okay, here it is.
What?
Huh.
Are you Googling something?
No, I'm not Googling something. StreamYards has this new thing that you can do where you can have team.
Team?
Yeah. You can invite people and they'll have pretty much the same power as me.
In their trucking game?
No, I'm talking about in StreamYards.
Oh. Oh yeah, you're administrating power to somebody.
Yeah.
So you could do that with YouTube as well.
Yeah. I just heard about it yesterday.
Yeah, so the only thing that with the YouTube thing is they can't do is delete your channel. They're administrating powers
All right.
with the YouTube.
And there's certain ones you can do. Like co-host, I would probably put can assist admins with broadcast, which means you can do the Let me see.
You can bring people up and down or
Yeah,
share.
bring people up and down, play clips, share shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I think over on other channels, that's what they're a lot of co-hosting going on now.
Nice.
So they have 3 hosts, one for morning, one for evening, and one for night. They can run like all night.
You
all
have
day,
to you pay extra for that.
Yeah, I don't
You
know what
get
they're.
you get 2 free, and one of them is you.
Yeah.
It's like
So do a StreamYards and do a 20-hour stream. Use free. They use up the free thing in one night. Come join for 20-hour stream. Come on, come on. Then they'll all get on there and argue.
You ever hear of Wimkin?
No.
Hmm.
I've heard the name Wim before.
Uh,
Kim? Kim's a chick's name.
no. I said Wim. WIM.
Yeah, whim. On a whim. Do it on a whim.
You do it on a whim. Where the fuck is?
Ogre's back.
Oh, shit.
WHIM is doing it on a whim.
Oh, if Ogre's here, I'm out. I'm fucking out.
Out of bounds. See, oh yeah. See, I got a question to ask you, Mike.
What's that?
You know the thing with Eric Brandt? He got 12 years. Do you think he deserved 12 years? What he did? You know what he said and everything, right?
I don't know exact words that he said.
Well, it's pretty bad. He was talking about it, kids getting their heads blown off and splattered onto them, and you know,
No, he didn't wish the kids to get hurt. Just
no,
that their dad, the judge, would have his brains splattered all over them.
yeah. See, something like that.
Yeah.
See,
He
so it's
wished.
it was pretty harsh shit he said. He wished. I
Oh.
understand, but do you think he deserved 12 years for that?
No.
What kind of punishment do you think he deserved?
Does he have a record?
Well, regardless, I'm just talking
Well,
about.
that takes that is a big question.
Yeah, I understand, but do you think he should have got punished just for his words?
No.
They're, like I said, they're pretty harsh words.
Free speech.
Yeah, I think he was going in that direction. Yes. So do you think that any kind of punishment should have came of it?
No. If anything, maybe probation.
Yeah. See, that's the second time I heard that one. Somebody said just probation or something like that, and other people said nothing at all. I shouldn't have got anything else. Just
Right.
words.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was 6 months probation, is what the other person said. What the fuck is the matter with you?
Yeah.
Do you need to come up? Do you want a hug?
There's a new video and
I'll go hug. Want some tea?
suspense.
That's what I'll do. I'll make some tea.
Oh, Ogre's trying to get us to go watch his video.
$5.
He said, "Fuck." $5.
$5.
$5.
Transfer it to me now.
$5. $5.
I'll go watch it 5 times. $1 a time.
Fuck. $5. Hear that? Mike's paying everybody $5 to watch his videos.
Nice.
Mike planning to go and doing a panel today or what?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's already made.
Oh, I looked for you yesterday, didn't see it, so
Yeah, it's shit to do.
yeah, it happens.
Real life, man.
Yeah, same thing happens to me. Real life gets in the way.
Yep.
I can't be on here 24/7.
Exactly.
I can't bless
Much
myself.
as I'd love to.
So I can't bless everybody with my presence.
Nah, I want to bless them with my presence. I want to bless them all.
Oh, I know what I gotta do. I gotta fucking close this. I gotta close that. I gotta open that. I gotta check to see if there's any videos for me to watch. If there's any new movies.
Fucking
Christmas.
ends in a bit of suspense. What the fuck?
That's why I said he's trying to entice us to go watch his movie or his video.
Like I said, $5.
$5, $5, $5.
I wonder if he's using the video that I made for him.
Finsky.
I wonder.
Oh, hey Josh.
Hi, Josh.
Hey, Josh.
All of a sudden, we're becoming all popular.
What?
I said all of a sudden we're getting all popular again. Nobody
Oh,
was
shit.
on for a bit.
I was gonna say, where are all your drama queens?
Mine?
No, Myron's.
Irons.
Well, one of them's right there.
Where? I don't
You?
see him. I don't see him.
You.
Nah, I'm no drama
Yeah.
queen.
Whoa, ho, ho.
No, he's not a drama queen.
Both sides are drama queens, as far as I'm concerned.
No, he's not a drama queen. He's a drama princess.
All raw, no editing. What?
Oh, he's downloading 2 videos.
Trouble calling. Get out.
I gotta bounce.
Gotta bounce. What are you, a frickin' ball?
And then Josh is Melvin. Yeah, we seen you there. Or I seen you, at least. But it was just kind of quiet there for a bit. No one was coming over or nothing.
Terrible.
No, it's fine. I don't mind it quiet. Me and Myron get just to hang and talk. It's awesome. Talk about. Go to other. And you try to say anything and no one can hear you. It's like, fuck it. Much nicer to come over. Nice chill panel. Right? Right.
I
Yeah.
would think so.
Yeah. Gives you a chance to actually get to know each other properly. I guess. I don't know.
Well, I've had to tell people that I don't need to fucking have my subs raised. I've got enough.
What?
Well, I don't need more subs. I've got enough.
Oh, subs.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear what you said the first time.
Well, what do you think I said?
Thumbs.
Oh,
Myron's
Oh,
at 104 subs.
wow.
Yeah. I think I'm stuck at 70 or something.
Wow.
2 months ago, I gained 28. Last month, I gained 1.
That's fine.
No, like I said, I don't care. I told somebody not to even put my link out there.
Well, every
And
time,
then small, everybody will try to be sort of polite, hopefully.
yeah, if I plug myself for a day on everybody's panels, then I get 2 or 3 subs.
Yeah.
Lately, I haven't been worrying about it. Like I said, some of these panels I don't even want to comment and stuff. So
Do, 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 do,
You
do.
have a lot to do, more panels that you watch than I do.
yeah, I get 4 of them all going at once, listening to them all,
Okay.
and then once in a while, you know, my name comes up, and I'll be like, "What?" And I'm like, "Oh, they're nuts. They're just wondering where I am or something like that."
Who was it yesterday that said they didn't have enough watch time? Was that yesterday or the day before? Was that you, Melvin?
No, well, I don't have enough watch time, but I'm not the one that said it. It might have been. Was it Josh?
I don't know. Fuck it.
Yeah, I don't remember either. That's so long ago. Talk about.
Hi ho, hi ho. It's over the hump we go.
7 Dwarfs.
What?
It's hi ho, hi ho. So that's the 7 Dwarfs.
Okay.
Disney. Hi ho, hi ho. Off to work we go. Do, 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 do. Hi ho. Come on. Don't know who the 7 Dwarfs are? Snow White. 7 Dwarfs.
Some bitch.
Be right back.
Uh-huh.
Josh said, "Be right back."
Ah,
I actually sort of read the text from here. Holy shit, Mike.
what?
It's all the.
What that?
That's what it is.
Just rubbing the mic.
Holy fuck. There you go. You got to go to somebody's panel and just do that.
Or do one of these.
Yeah. And then you can ask him if you can hear me now. Can you hear me now? Play the mic game. Right? Is it good now? Echo, 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 echo. Is it good now? Is it fixed now? Oh. Yeah, do some heavy breathing on that. Is it better now? See how long you can string them on for.
Like I go on panels.
I know. Like I said, I don't mind going up in panels if they invite me up, but if they're busy and stuff, they don't need me. Because what can I possibly add to them? Nothing. Nobody bigger, popular, known, so not interesting enough.
Wow.
Yeah, but if somebody like fucking say one of the bigger YouTubers come along, they'll make a space for him. They'll boot somebody off to make a space. Right?
All right.
Yeah. Then they're like, "Hey." It's funny too. They look at the chat and they're like, "Hey, come up, so and so person. Come on up, so and so person." And I'm thinking, "Oh, I'm here. I guess I'm just chopped liver, right?"
Well, if I just thought of something. If Mr. Amherst was drunk, he could be called Slosh Josh.
Slosh Josh.
Yeah.
Nice.
But at very least, they say hi to me, most of them. They acknowledge I'm there. Most of them, anyway. It's just like, you'll never get through to them in chat.
Fuck, I've been on somewhere can't even read the chat,
Yeah.
especially on the fighting uh,
Yeah.
chats.
Well, I know. I think once they get about 50 or 60, then the chat just flies, right? It's like, there's no.
Yeah, unless somebody puts it on slow,
Yeah.
which is it. It's not live anymore. It's back to giving you the best of what it sees.
Yeah. Back to the delay.
And you
Wait.
can only comment once every minute, I believe it is.
I don't know.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. Between your comments. Yeah. You have to wait. I think I might have another box of spaghetti.
Do it.
Do it. Do it now.
You're gonna eat the whole box.
They're just little boxes.
Uh-huh.
I usually have to eat 2 of them to really fill me up. There's those little McCain fucking cardboard box, microwave cardboard box things. There's not much in there.
Never seen
No, fuck. If you can microwave it, yeah, it's just a little.
Yeah, individual serving type thing.
Yeah.
I usually, like I said, I have to eat 2 of them. But, or I'll just eat one as a snack just to tide me over.
Want to go outside again?
Tide me over until dinner.
Well, one way to keep snacks in the fridge is to boil a dozen eggs,
Yeah.
hard boil them, and just put them back in the carton without shelling them. And then, as you want one during the week, you can pull it out and shell it. And eat it.
Yeah, I do that once in a while.
Yeah, I got 4 or 5 left in the fridge
Once in a while.
from doing that. Fuck, I opened up an egg one time, and it had brown water inside it.
Ew.
And fuck, did it stink.
You. I
If
cracked
only
it.
I would have known, I would have tossed it at something or somebody I know.
So I cracked open egg and I got 2 yolks in it before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's.
It's only happened once, but
Wow.
yeah. But if I play my card right here, I can get. They got 4 chickens. This would be like, I'm taking the eggs today. But I don't know, they might be getting to the end of their laying. So I think it's what, 4 years?
Mm.
No, I'm guessing. I don't know. 4 or 5 years. It's usually when they replace them. They take the chickens to the farm so they can live the rest of their lives at this farm. And then they buy some more little baby ones.
Do you fucking believe that? So they can live out their natural lives at a farm? Fuck, they're sold for stewing hens.
Yeah, well, that's just what they do.
Yeah, they're used for breeding machines, like getting eggs, until they're over the hill, and then they just fucking say, "Hey, these ones will make soup."
Yeah. But it's just what they do. They take it to this farm, to this place, and they get to run around, live the rest of their lives.
Oh.
I don't know. It's just, take their chickens too every year, or not every year, but every time they replace them.
Oh.
First ones they had were the red ones, and then they got some fucking brown ones, and then this time they had black and white ones.
All right, guys, I'm out. I'm gonna get ready for the show.
Okay, see you over there.
All right, man. Thanks for having me.
You betcha. Thanks for coming up.
Hey, later, man.
Later, Melvin.
Josh said be right back, but that was 10 or 11 minutes ago. He must be constipated.
Or he's smoking a joint. Takes me about 5 or 10 minutes to come back in.
Yeah, it takes you about 11 or 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way to smoke a joint as fast as a cigarette.
Well, I don't know. Sometimes they get talking too to people.
Yeah, but I can remember when I used to smoke cigarettes, even hand rollies, they would, I could smoke a hand rollie in a lot less time than I could smoke a joint for some fucking unknown reason.
I don't know. Maybe we're taking our time to enjoy it, or the stone slows us down. If we start thinking more between each puff, daydreaming more between each puff.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. Or coughing more. That's what it is. We're taking our time coughing after each
Yeah.
toke, so that's a few milliseconds more, and it adds up.
I didn't think I coughed all that much.
Yeah, it depends on what dope I'm smoking. Hash or resin or something. Can't breathe.
Yeah, I found out when I did the live resin, that was hardest on my throat, but is about what I did most of the time.
But it got you really stoned though, right?
Mm,
Yeah.
once or twice it seemed to. Actually, the last time when I used the glass pipe was the best
Yeah.
of all the resin hits that I had.
I do about 3 dabs and I'm fucking pretty baked. But I sure coughed my face off, man. I'm gonna have an aneurysm or something. I gotta be careful. Cough so hard and your face goes red and you start crying and almost puke.
Fuck, I don't think I've ever coughed like that.
No?
No.
Fuck yeah, I got right on the edge of puke, and I've seen other people that fucking cough so hard puke.
Oh, my neighbor here, he does all the time. He fucking has a nice big bong, and I think he puts cold water in it all the time, and he fucking comes outside and pukes on his stick.
Came close a couple times, but she heaved her. But man, oh,
I have opened the pail and found 2 jackfish covered in fucking maggots. Now the smell was just great, and the eyesight was not that good either, but didn't make me puke.
Yeah, bad smells don't make me puke. The worst smell that I ever smelt was a dead body. It was decomposing for about a year.
Yeah, that would be pretty bad.
Yeah. park that they buried it in a shallow grave. It was these 4 teenagers that bullied on another teenager, beat him up and killed him.
Yeah.
They buried him in the park in a shallow grave. And I happened to be playing in that park while along, and squish. And I'm like, ooh, what did I just fucking step in? All this gray stuff was on my fucking shoe. And it smelled so bad. It was like, gross. Then I went to the little creek and I washed the shoe. And then we went back and we started poking at whatever I stepped in, and it was a fucking person.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was fucking ribs and stuff were sticking up, and then it's like, oh, that's a fucking person. So, my friend, go to that house there and tell them to phone 911, and then I took off home. I don't know, it's like 12 or something like that, 11, 12. And then, of course, the RCMP came, and then they found out who it was, and those 4 students that did the murder was in my high school, or in the high school.
Huh.
Yeah, high school that I end up going to later on.
I remember hearing that story, but I don't know if it was exactly that one or another story that's the same with different people in
Well, supposedly these kids were bragging about it all year.
it.
They killed this kid, but none of the teachers believed it. They were bragging about it in school and then threatening people too, oh, we'll kill you too, kind of thing. And the teachers heard the story too, but they didn't believe it. Oh, it's just a bunch of idiot teenagers, right?
Mhm.
And all of a sudden the body was found. Things changed. Now, next thing you know, the RCMP were all at the school to grab up those kids.
Yeah.
There were about 10 cop cars at that school. I was wondering what was going on, and that's what it was. They're getting those teenagers. 4 of them were involved for murdering the kid and burying him, trying to hide it, right?
Yeah.
And they're just bullying him. They beat him so bad that they killed him.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what they were. They're bullies, basically. That's what they're doing to the boy.
Well, that's pretty much what happened to that girl in Vancouver too. I think her name was Rena. She was being bullied. I don't know. I can't remember if she committed suicide or if they killed her.
Yeah, I remember this one kid too when I was in school. He used to always pick on him because he had mental health issues.
Yeah.
Schizophrenia or something. I don't know what it was. But he was always trying to make friends and stuff, but they just fucking kicked the shit out of him. Just too different, right? And they just kicked the crap out of him every time. So I felt sorry for the guy.
Yeah.
Like, he can't help to be the way he is. Make friends, and then you guys are just like beating on him.
Yeah.
That's just the way, I guess, eh? Too different. And oh, what's this? We got 1, 2, 4. What the hell is that? Is that supposed to stand for something? 1, 2, 4Q?
Isn't that 9 first?
Oh, is it? IA 1, 2, 4Q? I don't know. Does that sound like anything to you, Martin?
No. It's IQ of 124.
Well, I
So
don't know.
he's saying he's too smart to be a cop for sure.
I don't know. It could mean something else for all I know. Well, hello to you anyway. I'll call you what? 124?
I'll call you IQ.
Or call him 4Q? 124.
What's that?
I know he's.
Yeah, I've seen him before.
Yeah, I've seen him around a few places too, but I don't think he's ever been up on any panels or anything.
No.
Or is it somebody's sock account?
Could be that too.
I don't know. And fucking now I gotta deal with clone accounts or fake account clones that people are fucking pretending to be other people now. It's like, fuck.
Or Q. I'm calling the IQ. My talent, I can do it.
Yeah. Oh. 4Q for short.
Yeah. I don't think their direction's very good.
Yeah. Not much happening over here. We're just fucking blabbing about whatever. Whatever comes to mind. Just hanging.
If they won't allow you to be a cop, it's probably too fucking high IQ.
I have a low IQ. I guess if it's above 70, you're good. Something like that, isn't it? I don't know.
I think it's 90.
Yeah, I've never taken an IQ test or anything, so I don't know where I'm at. So I'll go take the IQ, come up, and they'll be like, dumber as shit. Oh, I don't even get a number. No, I never know. Like I said, I don't know. I've never taken one. Don't even know what the questioning or anything is about it.
Yeah.
So I imagine it's a book full of questions or something, or tasks.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I've ever taken one.
No. All I took is that weird aptitude test for job placement. And it was supposed to be a test to see what I liked and what I was good at, and blah, 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 right?
Yeah.
And then they suggest a job.
Yeah.
And I remember they came in, well, you could either be a fucking, what do they call it? An architect? I could be an architect, or I could be a fucking plumber. Well, I'm an architect because I can't really do the math. Or an engineer, I think you said, or something. I said, I can't do that because I can't really do the math and shit properly. And then I say, oh, then I guess it's a plumber. And I'm like, I can't do that physical job, right? I keep having to tell them, it's like, hey, I'm disabled, basically. I'm just waiting for the paperwork to go through and stuff. I need a diagnosis and everything, right?
Yeah.
So they scratch their head and say, well, you're not really supposed to be here. And I'm like, well, I have to. They told me to come here. I had to come.
Those tests, when I took them in grade 9. And they said I could either be a surgeon or a forest ranger.
Yeah. That's fucking two ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Forest
Well, I could have been a forest ranger, but I made more money when I went to work on the oil rigs.
Yeah.
But then I drank more. So
it was no extra money.
not really.
I noticed a lot of these people that work in camps, they drink a lot. They're heavy drinkers. They go to camp and they can't drink in camp the whole time that they're there, and then they come home and just fucking pound on it when they get home, like they missed out.
Yeah. Back when I was young, I used to drink in town and back at camp too. It didn't matter.
They won't allow that now.
Yeah.
No drugs in camp, no alcohol in camp. Leave the camp and go do drinking and stuff, but you can't bring any alcohol into the camp.
Yeah. Well, back then, I would not go anywhere without my pickup. So no matter where I went, I always had a way to go to town.
Well, that's what the guy upstairs is. He just drives. He's got to go. He was just up by you. He's somewhere by you. Working on the pipeline crap or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You said he was over Dawson Creek, maybe?
No, that was the one place he was going to go to.
Okay.
It was Alberta, and it was northern Alberta. It was up around where you are.
Yeah.
But it was some kind of oil thing or whatever, pipeline thing.
Well, I don't know where it's going through here. But yeah, I could see that.
Well, I don't know, somewhere up around you, something was going on with the oil companies. But they need him because he's the only one that's qualified to do all the heavy machinery, like the $1 million crap, the big guys.
Oh, yeah.
So he's in high demand right now. Well, he's somewhere here in BC. I think it was Prince Albert or something like that he was at, and then up by Dawson Creek, by you, and he does this big wherever wants him, and whichever one will pay him the most, then that's where he goes.
Yeah. Well, I was watching them, the big cats up on in the Yukon there on that Gold Rush show.
Yeah.
And fuck me. The body of the cat comes in on one bed truck, and then you fucking another one brings in blade and the wheels and the track.
Yeah. Yeah, they're big. Some of those suckers are huge.
Yeah, well, one, I think they said it has a 9-foot spike.
Yeah.
And that was the biggest one.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Yeah, like I said, some of those things are just gigantic, man. Like those giant mining dump truck things where the tires are taller than you, 10-foot tall tires.
Yeah.
Shit like that. But he's got all his tickets for all that, so
Yeah.
that's why they keep calling him. There's not a lot of people coming into it, right? So they're going to be in big trouble when all these guys start retiring. So I don't know. I think he's going to be retiring in like 8 months, 9 months, something like that. He'll be 65 and he'll be retiring.
He doesn't have to if he doesn't want to. They've got a thing, at least here in Alberta, you can go to 67.
Yeah, that's what he wants to do, but I don't think he's going to be able to make it.
He's too bunged up.
That and then drinking, and there's a lot of issues going on there.
Yeah.
I think he's suffering from depression, and he drinks a lot. He's a heavy drinker, and he's having trouble breathing, and he's got a little bit of arthritis because he got in a serious crash in his early 20s. He crashed a motorbike and was in the hospital for comatose for a while and all this shit.
Yeah.
And he had to do therapy and stuff just to get walking again.
It is 4:29. You think we should call her?
Yeah, I guess if you want.
Yeah, better.
Yeah.
Catch you over there or have a good meal, whatever you're going to do next, Melvin. Thanks for coming up.
Yeah, no worries. Guy, say bye to everybody that's in chat. And see you later, Marion.
You betcha. Thanks, everybody that showed up today in chat. Catch y'all tomorrow or at Mike's. See you, Melvin.
See ya.